Ready, ready, ready. Mary's sitting there going, I'm ready. I'm ready. Almost ready. We haven't done a dirty dozen for a long time, have we? This is Friday, November the 20th. My calendar says Thanksgiving begins in the heart, not at the table. Isn't that the truth? What are you thankful for? Okay, Penelope's here. I'm thankful for you, Penelope. You provide me with all the pins that I need. We're going to put her out of here where she's safe. Over here, these are some tags that I made yesterday morning. Transparent, out of packaging, Dame Jane Davenport washi tape packaging. Yeah, so those will go in my holiday art journal. I'm going to put those over there. I did an ATC page with Tim Holtz ephemera. We've got 8 of them done. And then I'm going to also be working in my pet portraits in this journal. So there we go. Ready, ready, ready. Let's light my candle. I bought some candles at the Dollar Tree to burn in my live streams. I find these burn pretty nice. Much nicer than the one that I got at the grocery store. So let's light that. And let's see who's ready, ready, ready. To chat, chat, chat. What do I have here? Get started. Oh. That's Google Assistant. I'm not going to do you. Let's get rid of that. All right. I very seldom use Google Assistant. I thought I undid it here. Let's clear my tabs. Let's go to YouTube. Yeah, ready, 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 aren't we, Mary? There we are. We got 19 of you in here already. Oh, my goodness. Let's turn on live chat. And let's see who we're saying hello to. Hi, Jersey. Rainbow Jersey. And Mina Parrish. And Rhonda. And Candy. And Abigail. Desk in the attic. Oh, what's that? I don't know what happened there. I must have hit the advertising or something. Abigail, thank you for dropping by. Glad to have you join us. We're an art stream, and it looks like you are a desk in the attic. Welcome, welcome. Mina says, I got my popcorn and everything ready for a fun evening of watching. I almost made popcorn tonight. My brother slept through supper. He didn't make supper. So I sliced an apple and I had a little bit of salami, just a little bit, and some potato chips. And here's the iced tea. Let's put my candle over here so you guys can see it better. Let's put the... let me turn it off first. So, yeah, I've been busy today, very busy today, setting up the rules and everything for the video hop that we're going to have. And I'm trying to get the documents ready and everything. So I spent quite a bit of time doing that today, so I didn't go on very much. That's a job, let me tell you. And we have a nice group of hoppers. So we'll talk more about that later. But hi, Abigail. Welcome, welcome. Who else am I saying welcome to here? Mina and CJ. C. Jaquette. Ben. I have no idea. She says, hello, everyone from Sunshine. I'm going to call her CJ. Arlene, hi, Arlene. Blanket hellos to everyone, Arlene says. Deborah Brown says, hi, Mary. And even though, well, we'll get to that, Deborah, in a minute. Let me say my hellos. Nina and Jersey and Jen V. Hi, Jen. Welcome, welcome. And Rhonda and Deborah and Sharon Marlowe. There's Sharon Marlowe. Hi. You're a lucky turkey? Oh, you're lurky turkey. I was going to say, what makes you such a lucky turkey? You're lurky turkey. That's okay, Sharon. You just be yourself. That's fine. Hi, Kathy D. Welcome. Rhonda says she's buffering. Is anybody else buffering? I'm not buffering, but that doesn't mean it can't happen, Rhonda. Let's see. Hi, Lori Loves Montana. Welcome, welcome. And Candy and Jersey and Deborah and Abigail says, we're all looking forward to this, Mary. Oh, well, you know, it's been a long week, hasn't it? Hi, Tanya. Welcome, Tanya. Are you working tonight? Tanya does some online, I'm not sure what it is with the online marketplace, but she has to sometimes work on Friday nights, so I'm not going to speak to everything she does. I got some Happy Mail today, and I had a message from Deborah. So I think this might be connected to your message, Deborah, because I sure didn't order anything. So let's open this Happy Mail. It's a beautiful envelope. I think I know what it is, but I'm not going to speak out of place because if I do, well, you know, Mary always puts her foot in her mouth. It's like, okay, I got to extract the foot now. And I'm going to see if I can't save this beautiful bag a little. By cutting it right along the sealed portion. And the address is on the bottom. So my brother came in. We were going to go shopping yesterday. We didn't do it. We were going to go shopping today. I was still tired from the Wednesday Hobby Lobby and the things I did on Wednesday. And I was still tired today, so we didn't go today either. Oh. Let's see if I can get this out without too much trouble here. Looks like I'm going to have to split it here, which won't be very much of a problem. Let's cut it there. There we go. Let's open this up. I think I know who did this. I'm going to save the bag. I don't know how much on the other side I can save, but we'll deal with that after a while. Later. So, let's open this. I told my brother, I said I didn't order anything. I told him I was going to start doing more online shopping because of, well, keeping my joy. Oh. And he brought this in. He goes, you started already. No, I didn't. This was a gifty. Yep, that's what it is. I'm pretty sure. I'm still working at it. Yeah. And it's bubble wrapped. Nice and neat. I appreciate that. Got the bigger bubble wrap. No, no. It just feels big. Let's open that up too. Dee-dee-dum. When is Mary gonna show us? Let's smooth out the tissue paper. You know, us art journalers have to save all of this nice and neat. I missed Barb Owen today. I think I've already explained why. But if you look on my community tab, you will see the link to Sunday night. And I think it's fair, since it's up on the community tab now, to announce that Barb Owen is going to be our guest streamer Sunday. We are so excited to have her. And she will actually be the first streamer after my introduction as a Yankee Candle. I knew this was coming because Deborah Brown commented just a few minutes ago that if I got a Yankee Candle, it was from her. So yeah, I said, well, it might have just come today because my brother brought it in. Look at this, and it's a pretty maroon one. I can't get the, smells good. It is, well, it's maroon. It is a Christmas celebration one. Yankee Candle. Shall I save it for Christmas? I think I will. I think Christmas falls on a Friday. So I will probably be streaming Friday. Am I right there? Does Christmas fall on a Friday? Let's look at the calendar. It sure does. Christmas Day is Friday. So I will be streaming Friday, Christmas Day Eve. Not Christmas Eve, not Thursday Eve, but Friday evening. I don't know about Friday morning. I'm not planning on going anywhere. In fact, I'm not planning on going anywhere. Probably one more shopping trip. We have to get groceries. And I'll have to do an errand run in the middle of December. I'm going to keep this one burning in my stream tonight. I'm going to save this for the holiday, for Christmas Day. Thank you. This was from Deborah Brown. Thank you, Deborah, so much. That is so thoughtful of you to do that. And she even made sure that it was a red one, a dark red one. And she made sure that it was one that would burn decent. So thank you so much for that, Deborah. That is so appreciated. We will share it with everybody. Let's get rid of the calendar. So let's see what's going on in chat. That was Happy Mail. Yes, it was. Deborah is very thoughtful. Yes, she is. And Deborah, you should be getting your altered cigarette box in the next day or so. I sent it regular mail, so it may take a couple. I mailed them on Thursday. Thursday or Wednesday? Wait a minute. Yesterday was Thursday. We mailed them on Wednesday, so you should be getting it in the next couple days. But it went as a package, so it may take a while yet. Hi, Betty Jo. Welcome, welcome. She says she's sending good thoughts to everybody. Holly's here. Hi, Holly. That was very, very sweet, Deborah. Yay for birthdays, Angie. Does Angie have a birthday? Gail's here. Hi, Gail. Laura, I may be joining your dinner. I like dark meat with lots of gravy. This is a good time to talk about two things that are going on Thanksgiving. Laura has invited everybody to her live stream channel for Thanksgiving dinner with her Romeo and Cole, and it is at 4 p.m. Eastern. So hop on over to the Jersey Crafter and be sure you subscribe to her channel. Give her some thumbs up, comment, watch some of her videos. She is, I tell Laura, she's a natural host. She's just a natural. It amazes me because everybody who goes to her stream feels like she greets you like her very best friend in the whole wide world come to visit. So she's cooking all dinner for us, but I see Gail is requesting dark meat with lots of gravy. And then the other thing that's going on Thursday is, and I don't know if I can announce this or not, but Tanya, are you still in here? Tanya and Lisa are going to get together on Thursday afternoon. And if I can, I'm going to go over to Jersey's first and maybe spend about an hour. Jersey will have a house full. She'll have a house full. He says, that's just Jersey. And I'll stay there for a while, maybe eat some hors d'oeuvres and snack on the goodies. And then if I can, I'm going to bop over and stream with Lisa and Tanya. So Deborah says, I already messaged you that I was surprised the unicorn box got to me so fast. Oh, I missed that message, Deborah. You are very welcome. You are very welcome, Deborah. That was just fun to do. It was a part of our hop, and I had a giveaway, and I wanted to get them out because I gave them away, and there are some giveaways that I don't have sent out yet. But I'm working on it. I got 2 mailings done in the last 2 weeks. I'm so proud of myself. So there'll be more coming. Beth Schuler. Hi, Beth. Are you going to stream on Thanksgiving? Thanksgiving evening? What are your plans for Thanksgiving? I always tell Beth I'm going to go over to her channel, and I never quite make it. But that doesn't mean that I don't appreciate you, Beth. Hi, Suze. You are going to stream on Thanksgiving too. Okay. Well, that's cool. Lori says, she's talking to Jersey. She says, you, Romeo and Cole, have such big hearts, Jersey. I think I might be spending some time with you all at the Bubble Farm. Oh, now see, I've been debating whether or not to go with, I'm kind of hoping that my nephew solves the problem. I'm kind of hoping they'll cancel Thanksgiving because we're having a real second wave here in Nebraska, and it's all in the news and blah, 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 blah. And I'm just going, I'd just as soon stay home. But I don't want to insult my nephew and his wife, so I think I'll just message them and tell them I love them. But I think it's best that I stay home. I don't want to cause a big issue. So we'll just see what happens, To tell you the truth, I'd rather be streaming. Isn't that horrible? So Gail says, oh, good, Beth. I will have the best Thanksgiving with my friends. That's how I feel, Gay. Thanksgiving with your friends. But what I'll probably do is I'll probably go over to Jersey's for about an hour or so, and then I'll slip out the front door, and I'll have to sneak through the crowd, though, I'm pretty sure. And then I'll go over and stream with Lee if I can. Now, I tried to stream with Dee Dee and Janet Young, and I tried through my phone. Now, I might try through my laptop, but I'm just not sure how things are going to work And if it, if it echoes or if I have a bad time streaming, um, I'll probably just, maybe I'll go over to Beth. I'll just say, I'm not going to drive you crazy, Tanya. Thanks for the turkey. And grab a piece of pie on my way out the door there and then go over and bug Beth. You're baking a big chicken, Beth? Yeah. There's just something, you guys, I've been thinking about it that, you're the one I talk to all the time. You're the ones who talk to me. You're the ones who send me happy mail. You're the ones who, over the last few years who have been my friends, and a lot of you feel like family, to tell you the truth. And not that I don't love my family, because I do, but I love you more. Isn't that horrible? Uh, I just have had more contact with you. What did I do with my tea? Oh, there it is, right in front of my candle. You guys understand? Good. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mina. So what else is going on here? Oh, I want to say again, the schedule for Sunday night is up on my community tab, and we have a special guest, Barb Owen. Yay! And we can thank Shelley Crafting Mamas for that, because she was the one who invited Barb. And I have to tell you, I didn't have the nerve, because Barb's a big influencer. She's, to me, she's 10 rings up the ladder for me. you know and I'm going, oh, Barb wouldn't say yes. That was on my end. And Shelley says, I'm going to go ask her. And I didn't ask Shelley to ask her. Barb, Shelley did it all on her own. And I could just hug Shelley for inviting Barb. So we're looking forward to a really fun stream on Friday. And we're going to be talking about, the topic is your art passion. And I have to say, some of the streamers struggled with nailing down a passion, because some people are passionate about everything art. But I'm just going, do what you enjoy. So we have some topics there. I'm going to be, we Mabel, the crafting on a budget, she had to leave the hop because she's moving, and she's busy with all of that and everything, so she backed out. So Barb is our guest, but we do have another spot to fill on Sunday night. But we've got 9 streamers in that Sunday night hop, and that takes up almost the entire Sunday. So, but there is a half an hour. I'm going to be doing 2 streams. I'm going to be drawing in one stream where Mabel's slot, and then later on, I may not stay on as late. Later on, where I have 2 whenever. My whenever may just be an hour or a half an hour or whatever. But I'm going to be doing some art journaling, because I have to tell you, drawing and art journaling are my passion. They're really my passion. And besides making YouTube videos and visiting with all you guys, I can't remember a time in my life where, drawing was, and I'm not the best in the whole wide world, I know that, but drawing has just been a whole part of my life, just drawing. And then art journaling, mostly because I don't hang up art on the walls anymore. There's just no space for me to hang stuff. So I really enjoy the art journaling. So what else is going on out there? Look, you guys are chatting away. Is Barb Owen in here? There she is. Hi, Barb. She says, hellos all around, Barb. I've been saying, Barb's our guest on Sunday night. I sent you an email with information to put in the description box, Barb. And it's just basically everything that's on the schedule on my community tab. So, yeah, we're glad to have you. And I was telling everybody that to me, I didn't have the courage to ask you, Barb. I never told anybody that, but Shelley surprised me. Shelley asked you; she had the courage, So we're just proud as punch to have you come join us. Hi, Violet. Hi, Allie Kay. Welcome. Barb Ross? Am I missing somebody? Who's Barb Ross? Oh, wait a minute. That must be a play on words from this afternoon stream. I was working. I'm also going to host a video hop, a standalone video hop, because there are YouTube art creators out there who for one reason or another do not do live streams. And it's my opinion that they need more exposure. So I put out a call for a video hop, and I'm amazed at the group that we have. I haven't assigned everybody yet. I haven't invited everybody to our group to put everything together. But I was working today on getting, the group, kind of the basics of the hop and the basics of how the hops are going to go and everything, kind of the rules. And I want to review all of those before I actually bring people in, so that all the questions will be in a document. And I'm just going to do that part for those who are streaming, who are in here, or not streaming, but doing videos that want to be a part of the hop. I have all your names. I'm going to create the group hopefully later this weekend, and then I'll put those documents that it'll be in a message telling, how I want the hop to go, and, the dates and the hashtag and all the rules. And it's not going to be hard, but let me tell you, there was a very nice response to the video hop. So look forward to that. Our first one we're planning for the day after Christmas. And I just about did not choose the day after Christmas because, it's a holiday. But Malia, I don't think she's in here, but, Malia's in our Sunday night stream. And, I was asking the gals if they wanted to stream on the 27th, because that's the Sunday after Christmas and it's still a holiday and everything. And Malia said, yeah. She said, there are a lot of people, especially this year, who will be at home and will enjoy the stream. So I was thinking about the video hop. Yeah, I think I'll do the Sunday hop too, because, this is just not a normal year. Like Barb says, normal doesn't live here anymore. Yeah. That's the name of a book that Barb Owen published. Barb Owen took care of her parents when they were elderly, and she wrote a book about her experiences and that. So, the title of the book is Normal Doesn't Live Here Anymore. And Barb, I think your book could be applied to 2020. Oh dear. See, Angie is here, Beth Schuler, Violet, Teresa Church. Welcome. Am I missing anybody else? Candy, let's go back down to the bottom here. Jersey says it's a fabulous book. Barb is a great writer too. Yeah, Barb says that's really true. I'll bet there are a lot of principles in that book that you wrote, Barb, that could apply not only in the sense of a caretaker, but in a sense, we're caretakers of our culture. We're caretakers of our freedoms. We're caretakers of our country. So, and this is not a normal year. Normal took a vacation, Barb. We need your book. Normal went to Illinois or someplace. Isn't there a Normal, Illinois? Indiana? Is it in Indiana or Illinois? I think it's Indiana. Isn't that where? No, yeah, there is a Normal, Indiana, because you go through it. No, that's Bloomington. Normal, I think, is what? South of Bloomington? I don't know. I used to go there. Yeah, I went to hell in a handbasket. Oh, Barb said what I was afraid to say. 2020 took a vacation in hell. Normal, Illinois. Yeah, I thought so, Violet. You used to live in Illinois. Oh, cool. Yeah, isn't Normal, um, isn't that, don't you go through Normal before you go through Champaign? And then you, because I used to drive between Nebraska and Nebraska and Indiana. Normal's in there someplace. That applies to our normal world. Normal is here someplace. There's an Erie, Indiana. Yeah, that's funny, Mina. Hi, Malia. Yeah, Malia's the one who you're lurking and stitching. Well, that's perfectly fine. Malia's the one who made me stop and think about doing the streams over the holidays, because I just didn't even think that maybe, there are a lot of us that are, me included, that, I just don't want to go out. I'm done with it. Because of the virus thing. But we shouldn't let it steal our joy. And I have these articles here while we're talking about the holidays. I'm doing a holiday journal, but I follow Susan Hiles in their December Daily group. And I don't get over to Facebook as much as I want. But in one of her posts, Susan had said, we need to document our experiences, even if they're kind of negative, because 10 years from now, we're going to look back on this. And, and we're going to say, oh, yeah, that was the year I got this upside down. So I've been trying to keep my documentation positive. When we get the daily paper, I cut out things. And I, even though it's kind of related to the virus and the things that are going on, usually in the town, now it's not really in the town that I live in, it's the town, really it's the town my mother grew up in, but it's the town where we go grocery shopping. And that's where we get this paper. And they usually have, on a Thursday around Thanksgiving, they have a big tree lighting ceremony and everything. Well, they canceled that this year. They canceled it because, we're kind of in the health department's, our local health department's red zone. And they just don't want anybody to come out and get the virus just because they wanted to watch a Christmas tree be lit. So one thing they're doing is they made these great big huge wooden stockings, and they I don't know how they determined who got one to decorate, but I cut the article about it, but I'm more concerned about the picture, in the paper. And so what they're still doing, they're still having the decorations, but they're not having all the crowds come in lieu of crowds. So that's one thing that they're doing. And then another thing that I enjoy out of the newspaper around the holidays, and I think around Easter too, or is it in the summer? They have these cookbooks that in the local newspaper that they have a little section that they call the cookbook. And different people in the area, the local area, send in recipes. And I enjoy looking through that. It's out in the other room. I didn't bring it here, but I cut the little picture out. I'm going to put these in my holiday art journal. And then I also cut out a one. I'm looking for positive things that talks about the negative, what we're experiencing as far as the virus. And here's where our local ethanol company, Nebraska's, they call us the Cornhuskers for a reason. We grow a lot of corn and a lot of soybeans and that. Well, they got an ethanol company here. And this ethanol company went through all the process to produce alcohol for the hand sanitizers. There's a certain process for standards and, you know, the chemical process that they have to come up to. So they've been working on that since sometime last summer, but I cut that out. And there's also, we have a local soap company. They call it the Pacha, P-A-C-H-A soap. They make soaps. And boy, I love walking down that block. It's close to that thrift store. And boy, you can smell the eucalyptus a mile away. I think it smells good. I don't know if I could live around it, but it's a nice, clean smell walking down that block. Even somebody's doing the nice washing. But they, both my brother and my nephew used to work at a local bakery. Well, the bakery closed. Well, they didn't close. They merged with another bakery up in Omaha, or they merged their operations. And this bakery building where they used to have the bakery just sat empty. Well, this soap company bought the bakery building and converted into a manufacturing where they are making hand sanitizers. So that's a positive response to the negativity that we're experience. Here's more about that ethanol company filling a need. Hastings Ethanol Company producing pharmaceutical grade alcohol for the hand sanitizers. So they don't really produce the hand sanitizers themselves. They produce the sanitation, the pharmaceutical grade alcohol for it. There's an ethanol plant here in Nebraska. Then the last one that I have, we're going to do this. We'll do this just for fun right now if you're listening. Thanksgiving quiz to test your knowledge. This came out of yesterday's paper. So I'm going to test you guys. And I took some, I read the first 5 or so questions. They're not hard. If you at all know your history, and Ann Lahr knows that Mary doesn't know all of her history, then I thought I did pretty good on this. So I'm going to read the question and we're going to see what you guys say. Let me read the paragraph before. It says, because of the pandemic, this Thanksgiving will be very difficult than most, but it still will include many family and national traditions. The quiz below from the Ashbrook Center at Ashland University provides an opportunity for you to test your knowledge of the Thanksgiving holiday in American history and culture. And there are 10 questions, so it's not a hard test. And it really isn't hard. The first question says, and I'm going to look at your answers here. The first question, let me get down to the end here. Okay, the first question is, what was the primary, and guess what? These are multiple choice. So you can pick one. It says, what was the primary food that, and I can't even pronounce it, I'll just say the Native American tribe that participated in the first Thanksgiving contributed to the feast. So what did the Indians bring to dinner? A, turkey, B, ham, C, venison, or D, lobster? Turkey, they're talking about a meat. Turkey, ham, venison, or lobster? Holly got it right. It was venison. Give yourself a gold star, Holly. And I think deer could be considered venison, can it? I don't know if turkey can be considered venison. I think venison, isn't it more of a like deer and deer. Deer is venison. Thank you, Janice. Deer and deer. All right. Let's give Holly and who else said deer? Joy Mitchell Carter. Give yourself a Holly and Joy Mitchell Carter got gold stars. Oh, and Candy said, I can't even pronounce it, Candy. Candy too gets a gold star. And they're reprimanding me for saying, Mary, dear is venison. Dear Mary, dear. Okay, or elk. Yeah, thank you, Lori. And much like eating beef. Yeah. They're the gold stars. There, look at that. They're passing out some gold stars. Pick it up on the way out. Okay, second question. It's kind of like a little paragraph, and then I'll read the choices. Writer and editor Sarah Joseph Hale, author of the poem Mary Had a Little Lamb, also is known as the godmother of Thanksgiving for urging which president to have our annual Thanksgiving made a national and fixed union festival. So they want to know which president made our annual Thanksgiving a national and fixed union festival. Here are the presidents' names: James Buchanan, Ulysses S. Grant, Andrew Johnson, or Abraham Lincoln. You have four choices: James Buchanan, Ulysses S. Grant, Andrew Johnson, or Abraham Lincoln. Hi, Cheryl. We're doing a Thanksgiving Test Your Knowledge quiz. Beth Struhler got it right. Pick up your gold star, Beth. It was 2 as D, was Abraham Lincoln. Sarah Joseph Hale was the author of the poem Little Mary Had a Little Lamb, urged Abraham Lincoln to have our annual Thanksgiving made a national and fixed union festival. Good old Abe, Beth says. Did you get it too, Lori and Angie? You all get gold stars. I'm not keeping up with all the answers. I just read the ones I happen to see. All right, third question. In what year was the law passed making the fourth Thursday of November the fixed date for Thanksgiving? So in what year was the law passed making the fourth Thursday of November the fixed date for Thanksgiving? And the years are 1912, 1935, 1941, and 1991. 1912, 1935, don't cheat, don't look it up, 1941 or 1991. All right, Beth got it and Holly Dalton got it. We've got some Thanksgiving experts. And Gail got it. It was 1941, and Joy Mitchell got it. Pick up all your stars. And Candy got it. All right, the fourth question is, which president said that Thanksgiving reminds us that no matter our differences, we are still one people, part of something bigger than ourselves. We are always simply Americans. And the presidents are Kennedy, John F. Kennedy, Barack Obama, Ronald Reagan, and Franklin Roosevelt. And the quote is, Thanksgiving reminds us that no matter how our differences, we are still one people, part of something bigger than ourselves. We are always simply Americans. John F. Kennedy, Barack Obama, Ronald Reagan, or Franklin D. Roosevelt. Nobody got that one. It was not Reagan. It sounds like Reagan, doesn't it? Nope, it wasn't Kennedy. According to this, it wasn't. Let me read the quote. Thanksgiving reminds us that no matter our differences, we are still one people, part of something bigger than ourselves. We are always simply Americans. Yep. According to this, which is a test by the Ashbrook Center at Ashland University, they should know, I guess. It is Barack Obama. Now, who knows? The others could have said it too sometime in their lifetime. You know, a lot of times these things get repeated, so. But this says that it was Barack Obama. I think I would leave, if I were grading this, which I hate to grade, I would say, throw that question out. All right, 5. Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade will exclude a live audience this year, but will still be broadcast on television. In what years was the parade officially canceled since first being held in 1924? So it was first held in 1924, but there was a year in there where they officially canceled it other than this year. And the years are from 1929 to 31, from 1942 to 44, from 1951 to 53, or 1960 to 62. So the 20s, 40s, 50s, or 60s. And that's question 5. '29 to 31, 42 to 44, 51 to 53, or 60 and 62. Holly got it right. Allie Kay got it right. Mina got it right. It was in the 40s. That was during World War II. Yeah, it was in the 1940s. That was World War II, 42 through 44. And I think it's interesting that they're going to exclude a live audience this year, but it'll still be broadcast on television. So they're going to have the parade and block it all off so nobody can come and sit on the sidewalk and watch it? Or are they going to have the parade out in some field someplace? Oh dear, the things we go through. All right, we're on to the 6th question. I think Holly's our star Thanksgiving expert so far. Yeah, Holly's betting. Did you get the Barack Obama? I don't think you got Barack Obama though, did you, Holly? I think you said Reagan too, didn't you? Let me check. Or did you not? Oh, yep, you said Reagan, so you aren't 100%. But you're pretty smart about Thanksgiving. All right, the 6th question. Because of a mix-up that resulted in a major surplus of turkey one year, which company this one's easy. Which company packaged turkey stuffing, peas, and sweet potatoes in aluminum trays, creating the first TV dinners? The choices are Swanson, Morton's, Tyson, or Stouffer's. Holly went to school that week. Josie, that's funny. What did Lori say? Holly, your puppies need you. We will see you later. It was Swanson. Beth, Mina, and Jersey, and Holly, and Cheryl, and Candy, and Gail, and Suze. WKRP, Jenna says. I remember when, am I that far off? I don't know. It seems to me like, here's a question for you to research, because this is not a question. When was the first TV dinner created? Did it say that in here? No, it's just because of a mix-up. I think that was probably in the 50s, wasn't it? Because I remember when TV dinners came out. Ew, they weren't very good. They had a surplus turkey. All right, the 7th question. Which of the let me read this again. Which of the America's founding fathers wanted the turkey rather than the eagle to be the America's national bird? John Adams, Alexander Hamilton, Patrick Henry, or Benjamin Franklin, that wanted the turkey to be the rather than the eagle to be our national symbol. Your choices are John Adams, Alexander Hamilton, Patrick Henry, or Benjamin Franklin. You all got it. That was an easy one, wasn't it? We all learned that. We all learned it on the internet. Benjamin Franklin. He loved his turkey, I think. Janice says she watches something every year and laughs. Mina says, Janet, do you remember WKRP bombing folks with turkeys? I remember WKRP, but I don't remember the turkey thing. Lori says, I may or may not have cheated my way through history. Oh, that's funny. Oh. It sounded like Franklin, Cheryl says. Denise says, Crafty, I'm in England. Hi, Denise. Hi, Crafty Kitty. Welcome, welcome. Did I say welcome to you, Joy? Welcome, Joy. Lori's trying to get Holly to go feed her goats. Okay. 8th question. We're making good progress. Aren't we learning a lot about Thanksgiving? All right. Which Ivy League college teams faced, this one I didn't know, because I'm not into college football. Which Ivy League college teams faced off in the first Thanksgiving football game in the 1870s? Princeton versus Yale, Harvard versus Princeton, Columbia versus Dartmouth, or Cornell versus Yale? Boy, they're all too smart for their pants. Well, let's see, Princeton versus Yale, Harvard versus Princeton, Columbia versus Dartmouth, and Cornell versus Yale. Angie got it right. It was Princeton. It was A. Princeton versus Yale, according to this quiz. I wouldn't know. You know what I like about football? What I like about even watching the games? I like to watch the people enjoy the games. As long as people are out there enjoying themselves, I'm fine. I don't know a darn thing about football. All right. The 9th question. We're getting there. Halftime. Yeah, that's another who cares. It was Princeton versus Yale. You love football? Well, see, Angie's the expert. I admire ladies who understand football. I never understood it. You know, it looked to me like they would play a couple feet and knock everybody down and then take a timeout for 20 minutes. And then they would try it all over again. All right, the 9th question. Here it comes. The tradition of handing out Thanksgiving-themed awards to NFL players. We've got another football thing. Okay, the tradition of let me read it. The tradition of handing out Thanksgiving-themed awards to NFL players began in 1989. What was the initial award called and who received it? A. Turkey leg to former Philadelphia Eagle Reggie White. Galloping Gobbler to former Dallas Cowboy Tony Romo. Turkey leg to former San Francisco 49er Joe Montana, or Galloping Gobbler to former Green Bay Packer Brett Favre. I know who Brett Favre was. What did Violet say? Go Packers. Beth said D. What did Angie say? Angie got it. Angie's our football pro. She says she loves football. The award was turkey leg, and it went to former Philadelphia Eagle Reggie White. It doesn't say anything about galloping gobbler to the former cowboy, Beth. Go, Angie. All right, last question. In addition to the United States, several other countries celebrate a Thanksgiving holiday. Which of the following is not one of them? So which of these countries does not celebrate Thanksgiving as a holiday? Canada, Brazil, Sweden, or Liberia? Canada, Brazil, Sweden, or Liberia? Which of the countries does not celebrate a Thanksgiving holiday? Now, that means even if it's on a different day, they don't celebrate one at all, period. Holly missed it. It was Sweden. C is Sweden. Yep, Denise got it. Denise is from the UK, I think. All right, that's the end. There's no grades in this test. Mary doesn't give out letter grades. I don't even like grading on the curve. Just go have fun with your Thanksgiving. That's my attitude. But I'm going to save this in my art journal. Why I'm saving these articles for is I'm going to build a little current events pocket, I think, for things that happened during the holidays in 2020. So I'm not going to do that right now, but let me just put this in my journal. And the other thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to show it to you. I don't feel like working in this tonight, but I'm going to show you. When I went to Hobby Lobby, let me put these in there. I'll have to be careful that I keep them in there. I think what I'll do is put a pocket and just stuff those articles in there. So 10 years from now, if I survive, if I'm still alive, I'll open this up and go, oh yeah, I remember that 2020 year was horrible. Because how many of you, well, I know you do when I mention it, remember the the bird flu and the swine flu and all of these other flus that caused, problems, not to the extent that the COVID has, not where it took our economy down, but, now we hardly even think of those. So it's Susan had a good point of remembering what happened. All right, I want to go out to my drive, and I'm just going to show these to you. I'm not going to work on them here. Where's my drive? Where's my drive? Dude, come on. I want in. Right here. It should be right at the top because I just created it tonight. And it's not there. Are these alphabetical? Last modified. Last open, last modified. Well, let's do it by name. There it is. No? So that must be, this must not be synced. I can't show you what I wanted to show you because I have trouble. I created this folder on my drive. Oh no, there it is. Forget it. Let me just go through this and maybe I'll hold it up. I was at Hobby Lobby and I took pictures of their nutcracker display, and I'm going to do a printing of some nutcrackers in my holiday art journal. So this is the display at our local. And let's see, get this out of the way here. Come on. Well, I should be able to go to the next one here. There it is. It's all the same nutcracker things, that they're cute. So I'm going to use these as inspiration, and I'm going to paint a nutcracker page in my art journal. This one's cute. Wait, let me. Well, that was a video. I hit the video. I was trying to do it while nobody was around. Here, this is the one I think so cute. This lady with her gold blonde hair, and she's with the soldier, I suppose. What is that girl's name in the Nutcracker? That's a Mary I forgot question. But that's another thing I want to do in my holiday journal. All right, enough of that. Let's go chat. Come on. So, what are you going to do for art? Well, we're not going to do art right now. We are going to do a list. We're going to just, I like talking to you guys. Oh, but before I do the list, I want to start a little segment here, which is not a challenge. It's just something I'm going to start. It's a challenge to me. I got this cigar box when I was shopping the other day at the Goodwill store. Look, I'm still lagging here. My red dot's off. There we go. This I got at the Goodwill store. I went up there, Wednesday? I had to run errands, so I did probably my last Hobby Lobby haul before Christmas. And I have to start using this. So I'm going to challenge myself to use the things that I got at the thrift store, and maybe even at Hobby Lobby. I did some ATCs in my other stream just the other morning, not as part of this challenge, but so I got this cigar box. I paid $4 for it. It's a nice little cigar box, but I'm going to use it. And I'm going to use it right here in front of you. This is part of my challenge. I have these erasers that I've been carving, and I need to do more of that. But we're going to put my erasers in here for at least for this year and maybe into next. See, they'll fit, 3 in a row at least. 3 high. Let's see if I can get another one out. Whoops, that's a piece of lace. I remember throwing that. Yeah, see, they'll fit 3 high. So I'm not going to put them 3 high now. I'm going to put them side by side. These are my dangle erasers, and I'm doing it on both sides, so I'll just keep carving erasers till I get this box full. How is that? And speaking of erasers, yeah, I'm getting ready to send out erasers again, but just be patient with me. And then the rest of these are ones that Sue sent to me. I have other erasers that I've carved, but not since November. These are all in November's. And then I'll use this tea box for another whatnot box, because I got plenty of whatnots over here on my desk. And these are, I'm just going to take them out of the box here. These are ones that Sue sent to me that are ready to be carved. And I should probably put my carving tools in here too, huh? Yeah. I'm not going to carve tonight either. I'll have to put, well, let's see, maybe my carving tools, maybe I'll start putting here. Really, I should have these the other way. Let's rearrange. Let's put these up here, like this. And these up here. So when I start stacking these up again like this. There we go, like that. I'll get it figured out here. Something like this. And then I'll put my carving tools and my pen. I'm always forever looking for my gel pen. And let's see. There's the green one and the red one and the blue one. I'll put my carving tools there. And here's the gel pen that I used to draw on. There we go. Now we'll close it. Now let's see if yeah, it'll kind of get mixed up a little, but I don't care. Not too bad. I could probably put a little cardboard piece in there. Just not glue it down or anything. Just put it to hold these things from rolling back. And actually, I have more erasers that I could put in here. But we won't do that now. But there's my challenge. There's my challenge. I answered my challenge for the day I'm going to start using. Now I got that belt and that trim. Maybe we should get that trim out. Now, so what am I going to do with this box now? Let's flatten it out. No, let's just leave it. Shall I decorate it? I don't know. I'll put it over here and think about it. That's what I'll do. Well, I'll have another challenge to use on my boxes. Let me go get that trim. It's just behind me in a sack. It shouldn't be too far away. Let me pick up this. What's that paper? Move my calendar out of my path. For those of you who didn't see what I got at the thrift store, I did not get a whole lot. I just didn't see a whole lot that I wanted when I went shopping the last time. I got, this is the trim I'm talking about. I think this is beautiful trim. And then I got this cashmere scarf. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. We're not going to do anything with it tonight. And I got this belt. So I'm going to challenge myself to do something with all the stuff I get at the thrift store. These are these really beautiful Christmas glass bulbs. You know, I just think these are elegant. I'm going to put it in when we get out of Christmas decorations, I think there's a basket that I can put these in. I just think these are elegant. So those are how those will get used. But that's all I got. And I'm not going to do anything with that tonight. And I'm not going to do anything with the cashmere. I call it a scarf. I'm not sure exactly if it's a scarf or a table scarf or what it is, but I like it. What we're going to do, what I'm going to do is, I have this little, I have a hefty bag. I have a hefty bag. I might need 2 of them. You can get these at the dollar store, which I think is nice. You only get 8 of them or so, but still, for $1, help me organize. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, because I know I won't use the tassels like this. Here's the trim. I think it's beautiful. Can you guys see it? I think it's beautiful trim. It's that maroon color. But what I want to do is take these. Now they're sewn on there. But I think I'm going to clip them off. And I can, when I use them, if I use them, I can still put a needle through the center. So what I'm going to do tonight to get more organized, yes, I'm going to start taking these off. Because I'll use these as tassels where I wouldn't use them as part of the trim. See, and I think, see that's just the thread that threads through the center there. I can put another thread through that with my, here, let me show you. See, I can thread in fact, I got some gold crochet thread that I can put through there. So that'll be a part of another challenge. I'll sit here and put gold ties on all of these. But for tonight, my challenge is to take them off the trim and put them in the bag. Step by step, inch by inch, everything's a cinch. And I have a lot of inches to go to get organized. So let me do that. And what can we do while I'm doing this? I don't want to do the list while I'm doing this because I want to talk. I want to copy down what you guys are saying. So I'm just going to sit here and do this. I've got about a little over 2 yards. When this will make a lot of nice tassels too. Would I ever use all these tassels? I don't know. I could make a whole lot of somethings. Little dolls or journal tassels or something out of them. Let's just snip and then we'll put them in the bag. Let's speed this process up. So it was a fairly nice day out. I didn't go out today, but I watched the temperature. I was lazy today. And I don't know, I've been pretty lazy lately. I've been pretty lazy. But my attitude is when you need the rest, take it. That's what I was telling Deborah. Lori says, Cheryl, you should wake him up. Does he like coconuts? Take your head out of the gutter. I mean, as in pies or cakes. Oops, that may be the wrong one to read. Lori, you say it. It's in danger of me reading it. I do like to read the chat. I like to go back and review the chat while we're streaming. Because after I stream, I used to go back and read all the chat, you know, as Dee Dee would say, what did she say? You know, smoosh through it. No, she doesn't say that. I forget what she says, but I used to go back and review all the chat to make sure I wouldn't miss anything. But if I look at chat every now and then while I'm streaming and kind of, blurt it out whatever you guys are saying, it may get repeated. So be careful what you say. Then after I stream, I work on my video chapters and get those set up. Now, I spend quite a bit of time doing that. And there's an area on YouTube, a channel on YouTube called Creator Insider. And it's a YouTube channel. And it's kind of a liaison between the YouTube creators and the YouTube technical folks, or not just the technical, the YouTube powers that be. And they announce like when they're going to make changes and, you know, explain things to the YouTube channel hosts and that type of stuff. It's all YouTube video related, channel related. Well, one of the things they're going to test, I don't know if they're going to do it, they put this stuff through testing, but they're going to test automated chapter breaks, which, well, I'm kind of wary of it, but I think it's a good thing as long as I can go in and edit it, because I must spend 3 or 4 hours after I stream going through my video, and I'm getting better at it, so I don't spend quite as much time. But especially when I first started, finding out where's a good place to put the beginning of and so what I try to do is I'll have your welcome, and then I usually work on my altered calendar, and then I'll break for chat. And I mark where I break between my projects to chat with you guys. And if you look at my chapters, you'll see a lot of timestamps that have chat. We're chatting again. And I do that because, you know, some people who watch videos especially on the replays, don't come. If they wanted to chat, they would come to the stream if they could. And a lot of people really aren't interested in the chat. They're interested in, what are you doing? What are you creating? And so I try to flag the areas where we stop and chat. And that seems to work a lot. And then, like I did the other morning, I did that tag along with Mary prompt, and I'll list my prompts in there. Now, I don't think an automated chapter builder would sit and list all my prompts and list every time I stop for chat and all of that. I'd like to have it so that we could train it. Like I could say, okay, let's chat, and say it in a very conversational tone to where it wouldn't be, because I do say it a lot anyway. I say, I'm coming out to chat, something phrase like that. And then the little AI machine would know, oh, let's stop it and start a new chapter. So, and if I could train it with conversational words that wouldn't be too boring, but would flag to the AI that I'm starting a new chapter, that would help me a lot. And then it would have to be edited, because I don't think that AI machine completely understands me. Sometimes I'll listen to stuff and I go, I didn't say that. Really, that isn't what I said. You misunderstood me. So I spend a couple hours after my streams just setting up my video chapters and setting up my metadata and setting up my thumbnail. My thumbnail after my stream is very seldom the same as the one that you see when I start, because I haven't worked on the projects yet. So usually I like to put a picture of what we did during the stream on the thumbnail, like those tags that I made. This is going pretty fast. I just have a little left. So there's that. And if you watch a lot of replays, I think those chapters help, because you can get an idea just glancing at the chapter section in my description box of what went on during the stream. You may not be interested in the holiday art journal page where I made a window out of acetate, but you may be interested in the tag hop. So you can just hop right to where I was doing the tag hop, or you just may be interested in the prompts. So, or you may not be interested in any of it. You just want to know what happened. Look, I just got a few left here. That went pretty fast, I must say. So there's my other challenge. Now, what am I going to do with all of these? I know I wouldn't have used them on this. I would not have used them as tassels on a trim. It would have sat here. So let's fold this up. Phew. I think it was rolled up. I'm going to have to make me a note to next time I go to Dollar Tree to get some of those scrunchy things. Hair scrunchies, bands to put around this. I need another sip of tea. That I had summer sausage with an apple and I think that summer sausage had a lot of salt in it. I don't eat that much summer sausage stuff. I don't eat a lot of that. I do like it around the holidays. And I ate it with an apple. So, okay, so there's that. Let's see. Let's hold on to that. Let's put all these in maybe I'll save one out and we'll do something with it. Shall I save this one out? I'll make something with it. I'll make us something. We'll save that one out. So this is, I'm just going to make a challenge to myself to use some of this stuff I get at the thrift store instead of just getting it and, you know, never using it. I have stuff that I got at the thrift store that I haven't used, but I like it. There we go. All fit in that one hefty bag. Mission accomplished, I did too. I got out, they'll keep this out. These will hold my erasers. I'm going to put these down here. That'll live with my crayon box down here. Uh-oh. Will that work? Woo. I think it should. I just need to get it put in there. Hold on. Let's put it over here. I'm working on it. Well, that may not work. I might have to move some things around. I'll put it behind me for now and figure it out after the stream. So, let's get some paper out. And I'll have to have several sheets. We're going to do a list. We're going to do a list. We're going to do a list of, well, let me write it down first, or you guys will be shouting it out before I have a chance to catch up with you. Let's look at chat. I'm going to keep this out. We'll work with this later. This is one of the little tassels. See, my sweater touched that screen and that menu popped up. Barb Ross, sleep well. Is Barb leaving? She says, I have to head out for the night. See you all again soon. Bye, Barb. Thanks for popping in. I really appreciated it. I missed Barb's stream this afternoon because I had my head in the folder for the video hop that we're going to do, the standalone video hop. I was setting up all the rules and everything, and I was on a roll. I didn't want to quit. Let's see, I need something to write on besides this paper towel. Let's take this off here. Okay, I'm just going to let my writing fall on the back of this. This is my squirrel, all painted up for November. I turn him over and he's become my desk. I did get me some new foam board. I'm going to recover my, and I got more craft paper, but I'm not going to do that tonight too. So this is a list, and this is November 20th, 2020. Is this the new one that I got out? Surely not. I broke out a new pen. Yeah, this is it. This is, I'm calling them Fibs list because these really come from you guys. This is not a list I make. And it's going to be a list of what are your holiday traditions. Now, for me, the holidays start at Halloween, and then there's all this prep work before Thanksgiving, and the Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year till about January 6th. I consider the holidays. So, what are your holiday traditions? That's our list for tonight. Holiday traditions. It can be Christmas, fall, New Year. We're just going to lump them all together. What are your holiday traditions? And traditions could be a personal tradition you have. Like I like to be myself and sing Christmas carols. It gives me my joy back. Mary Berry in here? Hi, Mary Berry. Welcome, welcome. All right, I'm going to start out by saying, being alone and singing Christmas carols when I'm alone. Singing carols. This is mine. It's kind of a tradition when I'm alone. When alone. That type of thing. What things do you like to do over the holidays? You start with Halloween, Mary Berry? Jenna says I'll go first. It's traditional to have a fight while decorating the tree. Janice, that's a non-traditional holiday tradition. Fight when decorating the tree. Well, at least you're prepared for it. That's because you probably all have your own ideas. All right, let's see. Donna says, once dinner is ready, we each light a candle saying what we are grateful for. That's a cool tradition. So once dinner is ready, light a candle and say what you're grateful for. And I'm writing slow, so you just keep talking and I'll catch up eventually. Set out holiday decorations. That's a good one. Once those decorations come out, you know something good is coming. If you don't fight about it, Janice says. Cheryl says, have a glass of wine with the holiday meals. A glass of wine with the holiday meals, because you probably don't drink it all year round. Make it special occasion. A new ornament for each child yearly. A new ornament for each child every year. Each child yearly. Teresa says, I put up my tree at Thanksgiving and take it down on New Year's. So put tree up at Thanksgiving. And see, these are all things that we can still enjoy, even though we're dealing with the virus going around. Maybe the dinner, might be more of a family dinner, but they're usually family dinners anyway. But, that virus isn't going to, if we just keep our joy, that virus has nothing on over us. And take it down when? Take it down at New Year's. Down at New Year's. I usually leave mine up until after the 6th of January. The 6th of January is the 12th day of Christmas. Well, it's through the 5th to the 6th. So I think it's called the Epiphany. I don't know all the detailed history of it. I should know it better than I do. Cut our tree. That Jersey says they cut their own tree that grows on their farm. How fun is that? That's a special thing that you get to do, Jersey. We don't put up a live tree. We used to when we were young, but now it's all artificial, pre-lit. Well, it's pre-lit. No, it's not pre-lit here. My brother strings the lights. So, but Jersey says they cut their own tree on their own farm. That's a tradition. Oh, Lori said, get out of my head, Jersey. That's my tradition too. Mina says, plan special meal or treat for the holiday. I'm going to put /treat for holiday. What are you planning this year, Mina? Have you made your plans yet? Denise retracted a message. Teresa said, I'm laughing at Teresa's ID. She's Teresa C. Little Sis the Spitfire. She changed her name. Little Sis the Spitfire. She says, I always make a new ornament for my tree every year. So we got that again. I'm going to write down the repeats. A new ornament for, we'll put a new tree ornament every year. Even if it's a duplicate, it's a different person. So Miss Maryberry says there's always greeting cards and decorations involved. That's a must. So greeting cards and decorations. I lend more toward the decorations nowadays. The greeting cards, I'm struggling to get my postcards out made. Angie says, mine is taking a nap. That's okay. You're taking a special nap. You're resting. You've had a hard year, Angie. Taking a special nap. Take a little time for yourself. That's really important, Angie. You know, all the rush that we do. Take a little time for yourself, and if you need a nap, go take it. No guilt involved. Andy, let's see. Janice says, bake a dang Lions family fruitcake. I'm just going to put bake a fruitcake. I don't think I've ever baked a fruitcake. I bought them before. And I have to tell you, do I like them? Well, there are some fruitcakes that I do like. I don't like them sticky and gooey. But there are some fruitcakes that I really do like. They get a bad reputation. And I'll bet the homemade ones that you make, Janice, are pretty good. Sister Spitfire says, I make a handmade card to send to family and friends. So handmade cards to family and friends. Malia, it's nice. I theme them. It also represents special times in their lives. Jersey is talking about decorations for her kids. She says she themes them for her kids for special times in their life. That's a cool idea, Jersey. Lori says, I bought my mama and the kids Biddleson ornaments this year. So we're still on the ornaments. I don't know what Biddleson ornaments are. You're going to have to explain. Are you talking about a YouTube artist, Lori? Debbie says, for Christmas, we have a birthday cake for Jesus. My son was little after Christmas dinner, and he asked where was the cake, and we were all confused. And he said, isn't it Jesus' birthday? So they have a birthday cake for Jesus. Good thing he didn't say, is he going to come and blow out the candles? Yep. There's the spiritual side of Christmas. Set up the train around the Christmas tree and watch cats react. Set up train around tree. Train around the tree. And shall I put watch cats react? Will they chase it, Jersey? Do they chase it behind the tree? Now, I always do this on the sheet because this pen soaks through. That's why I got out several pages. Number 1, number 2. And we are on number 17. Angie says, Debbie, that's cool. Nina says, give my kitties a little special treat. So give kitties a special treat. Aw, they look forward to Christmas, I'm sure, Mina. Is it that time of year yet? I want catnip. Malia says, we started buying fancy paper plates and such for Thanksgiving, and we buy a paper tablecloth and draw on it with markers and stuff. Oh, my niece will do that too. They set up a table down in the basement and have that tablecloth where you can draw on it. So, fancy paper plates. Those can be quite nice. And they cut down on the work. It just depends on, what you're planning with your family. But when you buy those fancy paper plates and paper tablecloth to draw on, that can be fun. People can relax and just eat to draw on. In fact, I think I have some of the pieces of tablecloth that I saved at other Thanksgivings for my art journal. Denise said, Christmas decorations are up in a lot of houses here. She loves Christmas. Autumn and winter favorite is the time of the year. Is her favorite time of year. Those Christmas decorations just put me in the spirit. It just puts me in the spirit. It just, sometimes they're just simple little things, and it's just nice to have them. That's my opinion. And Beck says she takes her tree down on December 26th. Okay, Becky. Take tree down on December 26th. She's done with Christmas. Or at least the tree's getting put away. Jersey says, stockings made by Grandma in our family. Stockings. Those are cool. Made by Grandma. They're saying, I like that you take your tree down on the 26th. I don't. I generally wait. I do get it down. I can only think of 1 year where I left the tree up until February. And I had my mother still with me. I lived in Cedar Rapids. And it was like Valentine's Day before I finally got, I was busy. Too busy to sit and take that silly tree down. And I left it up too long. But I usually get it taken down around the 6th of January. It's fun to put away all those decorations, isn't it? Until next year. And now with my brother, he has all these hunting and fishing ornaments that he and his significant other had gotten. They collected those Hallmark ornaments, and they're in the original boxes, and I take them out of the original box and I put them back in the original box and put them back in a bigger box, stack them up in a bigger box, and they're ready for next year. Mina says, scratch the kitty. I do that around the year, so it doesn't count. Scratch the kitty. I do that year round, so it doesn't count. Oh, sure, it counts. You're just giving them a Christmas treat. The other times of the year are a treat for a different day. We'll count it, Nina. Donna says, we put small white lights on the inside of the tree and small colors on the outside. That's interesting. So small white lights on inside of tree and small colored lights on the outside. I'm not sure I've ever seen something done like that on outside. Cool. See, you learn stuff by listening to this. Jersey said, I'll bet that looks neat. Angie says, I do it all here because no one knows how to do nothing. Because no one knows how to do nothing. Angie takes charge of it all. Angie does it all. I'm going to put that. Angie does it all because she knows how. She also knows a lot about football. That's what I'm putting. Angie does it all because she knows how. I think we all have our ways. Like my brother will usually I'll drag the tree down. He won't go upstairs and get the tree. I have to do that. Otherwise, that tree would never get put up. I'll get it. I'll go up and get it, and I'll vacuum the floor and dust in the living room, and make it look presentable. And then I'll bring the tree down, and it's a nice tree, but it's an artificial tree. It comes in sections, and he's got a stand that will revolve the tree if you want. And he hooks all that up, and he puts on the lights and everything. And if I don't go get the decorations, he will go get them. But I think we're pretty well settled on the fish ones. It's either the fish ones or the purple ones. And I swear, I'm going to make one anyway. But if he does a purple tree this year, I'm going to take all the ornaments off and I'm going to wrap them in fabric and put a bow around it. I can't stand a purple Christmas tree. I'm sure they're pretty if they're done by a decorator. But I would rather have his fishing ornaments, which are really kind of cool. And yeah. So 1 year I just didn't get to. He put up the tree and everything, and I was in here. I was probably streaming. And he went up and got all the decorations and decorated the entire tree. He was really having fun doing it. So I think that was the purple year tree. Jersey. This is getting ridiculous. It wasn't my grandmother in my case. I made hand-stitched felt stockings for all of my family. It took several years. So I'm going to put make hand-stitched stockings. I'll bet it took several years. That a lot of work goes into those. We'll just leave it at that, Lori. It's kind of like doing quilts and samplers for your family. You know, in the needlework world, ladies will start a sampler at birth or even pre-birth, and they're 18 years old before they get them done. Oh. Jersey says, light bayberry candle on New Year's Eve. Ooh. Light bayberry candle on New Year's Eve. See, doesn't this just all puts me in the spirit? This just puts me in the spirit. Bring on Christmas. Bring it on. I'm looking forward to Aunt Beck's felt ornament cookie cutter swap, or slow stitch cookie cutter swap. I'm looking forward to that. So I'm going to put down participate in ornament swap, because I have done that not every year, but it is something I like to do in ornament, or you know, a tag swap. Some sort of a swap usually goes on late in the last few years, and since I've been doing a lot of art on the internet. Donna says she loves fruitcake. Gail says, watch It's a Wonderful Life. That's the movie with Jimmy Stewart. And Donna, what was Donna's last name? Donna blank. It's a Wonderful Life. He was going to jump off a bridge, and his personal angel came and saved him today. Jersey says, Montana, should I tell you that I bought my mom's gifts from Biddleson the last 2 Christmases? Last year and this one. Is this a YouTube artist? Is there a Christy Biddleson? Is that who you're talking about? Angie says, last year I sent Laura a picture of my tree, so she knows what it looks like. Send pictures of tree. Send or post, picture or post Christmas decorations I'm going to put, because we do that a lot on Facebook, you know, projects and stuff like that, outside stuff. Lucia is one who gets ready for Christmas. I love seeing Lucia's house at Christmas. I love seeing what she does. She puts me in the spirit of Christmas. And Lucia had a birthday this week. Happy birthday, Lucia. Let's see. Mina says, find and enjoy old movies associated with the holidays. So enjoy old holiday movies. I'm going to put holiday movies. I've already started that. I haven't done it yet this weekend. I haven't watched any movies. I think I've watched them all. Except, what were they telling me to try out? Amazon and what else did they tell me to try? Hallmark Channel. I got to see if our dish network carries both Hallmark channels. I just haven't had time this week. But I do like to take some time around the holidays and do some personal stuff. Read a book, you know, have hot tea. Just take some time and take an afternoon nap. You know, of course, I'm retired. I don't have all the responsibilities that a lot of you guys do, but that's the advantage of getting to retire, I guess. All right, we're on 29 after enjoying the old movies. Aunt Beck said, those bricks of fruitcake are absolutely disgusting. That's because you're a good cook, Aunt Beck. Jersey says, watch Christmas Vacation. Is that a movie? Watch Christmas Vacation. Maybe I haven't seen them all. Watch Christmas Vacation. 30. Lori says, that's awesome, no, Jersey. Her pieces are hard not to buy. I'm going to have to check those out. Beth said, watch Christmas movies, so we got that. I love my mother-in-law's fruitcake, Becky said. I did a video with her making one. I see where Aunt Beck got her good cooking skills from her mother-in-law. I have a feeling Becky knew how to cook before that. Gail says she loves Christmas Vacation. That must be a name of a movie. I haven't seen that one. Lori says, oh, geesh, just add my name to your traditions. oh, geesh, Jersey, just add my name to your traditions. We watch Christmas Vacation every year and laugh as hard as the first time. So, Lori says, Jersey, when you say something, I'm doing the same thing anyway. Jersey says, bake and decorate Christmas cookies. You know, that's something I thought I would do this year. It has been years since I made those sugar cookies with frosting on them. I'll make chocolate chip cookies and, cinnamon rolls and date nut bread or nut bread. And, I've even made zucchini bread this year. But it's been years since I've made sugar cookies with royal icing frosting on them. So I'm going to put baked sugar cookies and decorate. Bake Christmas sugar cookies and decorate them. Maybe I'll even go get some special cookie cutters, Becky. I was looking at cookie cutters, but I didn't find one that I wanted. So I might design my own. Bake Christmas sugar cookies. I'm making them sugar cookies in my case and frost them. I haven't had those for a long time. I'm going to do it this year. You put them in the refrigerator. You mix up the dough, and you put it in the refrigerator, and it gets real cold, and then you roll it out, and you press out the cookies and put them on a pan and cook them, and then let them cool, and then frost them up with your royal icing. Yeah. Gingerbread cookies, too. All right, 31. Somebody got me talking about cookies. Laura, I love that movie. I love it when the squirrel comes out of the tree. Sounds like we got a little white squirrel jumping around here. Denise said, we have family secret Santas. Family secret Santas. Family secret Santas. On Boxing Day. Now, Boxing Day, Denise is from the UK. Isn't Boxing Day the 26th? Is it the 26th in the UK? I think it is in Canada. And that's the same as giving, isn't it? Boxing Day, you give gifts. You call it Boxing Day. We all get together as a family, over 20 of us. Wow. Not sure this year, sadly, as we're not allowed to mix in lockdown. Very sad about that. Yeah. That is sad, but don't let it steal your joy. You could go get the gifts and just hold on to them for a while. And, maybe this spring or in the summer, maybe you can have a summer Christmas where you can, say, oh, I was going to give this to you at Christmas. But I do like the Boxing Day. Christmas around the world. We should study more how different cultures celebrate Christmas. We are so Americanized here. I love our traditions, but there are more traditions than just ours. Hi, Jane. Jane, you have some washi tape on your way. It's just coming in a white envelope. I hope it makes it to you. Happy Friday. Jane is from Canada. Mary Berry says she loves fruit cake, especially the old-fashioned dark cake with candy fruit. Oh, and Beck dropped a link to the video of, was it your mother-in-law making the fruit cake? Ooh, I'm going to go look at that, and then I'll have it in my history, and then I'll go back. Baking fruit cakes with our Julia. Okay. I'll go back and watch that after the stream, Aunt Beck. I had some Aunt Beck videos to catch up on. I did catch up on your crochet chat from the one the other night. I watched it. I was listening to you. I was laughing at Scott. He'd walk in, he'd walk out. He'd walk through, he'd walk by. Finally, he came in and sat down. Here's a busy guy. What happened here? Oh, I'm in ads. Skip my ads here. There I am. Okay. Aunt Beck dropped the video. Oops, I lost my way when I did that. I was where she dropped. Oh, I'm way behind, aren't I? I lost it completely. Well, I'm going to put, there's a skip point in here. Skip some. Because we're not going to get them all, because I went to get Becky's link and it lost my, it didn't come back to the same point. So we'll pick up at where it came back to. On page number 3, you guys are busy listers. I love big long lists like this. This is so fun. I enjoy reading about what you guys do, you know, and what you think. This is the best part of these streams, is where we get to share with each other. All right, we're with Jersey, and she says, choose one favorite charity, which Teresa taught me means love, and donate to them in the name of our passed on loved ones. Oh, how cool. So donate to a charity in the name of let's see, donate to charity in name of loved ones who've passed. Like my mom and dad. My mom loved kids. My mom loved kids. She always loved the little ones. And she would, even after my younger brother and I were 40, she still gave Christmas gifts to 2 little boys down there where she lived, down in southern Nebraska. She loved the kids. So I think I would probably gift to maybe boys and girls, with the Boys and Girls Club. I wouldn't say that she did, though. She gave to kids locally, you know. Decorating outside with lights. Decorating outside with lights. And I'd like to do some of that this year. I'm tempted to go out in the garage, our new garage, and drag out that deer and put some. Can you get LED lights? I was looking at some in Walmart, but I didn't want to open the box. I was afraid maybe they were electric ones. I want some LED lights that are little light bulbs that you can string. And I'd like to string them around that deer and let that deer sit out in the sunshine and get those bulbs all charged up so the deer would shine at night. We've got this deer that my brother used to put up. He said that they used to do this house up at Christmas. He said it was the most lit up one on the block. But since all his grandkids have grown up, and he's lost both his significant other and his ex-wife, they're both gone now. He just doesn't have the oomph to do it. He's kind of lost his interest in it. That's how it goes. I'm not going to force him, but I might go get that deer. Miss Maryberry says, I should get those drawing tablecloth covers. No, I already have my sketchbooks and journals. You could cut them up. You could draw and then cut up the tablecloth and make a journal out of it, Miss Maryberry. Angie says, We draw names on my mother's side because there are 30 of us. Wow. But not going to this year. First time in 54 years of my life that we never drew names. Huh. Well, I'm just going to put draw names in family for gifts. Yeah, we kind of quit the gift giving for us old because we've all gotten older, except for my grandniece. I think my brother will give all the grandkids some money because he knows that they look forward to it. And then when I came down here, my brother's significant other loved these dolls, these big 2-foot, 3-foot dolls that were handmade by professional doll makers. They're really nice. And then there were some dolls that were like, I think there was an American Girl doll named Samantha, and that was the name of one of the grandchildren, and that was still here. And there were a couple of other larger, very nice dolls. And, I nagged my brother. I said, they may not appreciate it now, but knowing myself, if I would have gotten a doll that belonged to my grandmother, that my grandmother got for me, I would want it. He says, oh, they don't care about dolls now. They're all grown up. And I'm going, it's not that they're play with the dolls. It was that doll belonged to their grandmother. I think guys just don't get it. Some guys don't get it. Others do, but... Jane says it's too darn cold and the snow outside is deep. Donna says we drive around at night. So we used to do that too. I still kind of like doing the country, even in the country, seeing all the lights on a clear winter night and the stars are all out. You can see the stars. I mean, when you're out in the country and there's, out in Nebraska, it's all prairie. I mean, not only can you see in parts of the Nebraska prairie here, you can stand in one spot and you can look east and see town lights. You can look north and see town lights. You can look south and west, and you can see all these little towns all around you. And then you look up and you see this big, huge, broad night sky with all the stars twinkling. And then if it's snowed already, you have all the light off of the snow. So you really don't need lights because of all that snow makes it bright enough for a night, a night light. It's really beautiful. I love that Christmas at night. And I love to go driving around and see. So drive around and see the Christmas lights. And we used to do that as kids. My parents would take us all around and we'd ooh and ah. Oh, look at that blue sky, or those all have colored lights, or look at that house, it all has white lights. And drive around and look at Christmas lights. And there were special displays in the parks and everything, especially in the larger cities. Madison had a Christmas in the park. You drive around at night and you see all these Christmas displays. All right. When I was little, Beth said, we had homemade Santa pillowcases for our bed pillows. Oh, homemade. That's cool. Santa pillowcases. For beds. Now, this, of course, was when you were kids, but that was neat. That's a special memory, isn't it? Let's see. Josie says, that's awesome, Jersey. I'm way behind you guys. I'm just reading as I find them. Jersey says, we leave the tree up until after Cole's birthday, January 4th, because that's when we end our holiday. Yeah, that's good. My nephew has his birthday's on January 3rd. So I think they take their tree down. Yeah, I don't think they leave it up that long. My nephew and his wife, I think they take it down pretty quick. She's a stickler for housework. I'm not that much of a stickler for housework. I do like to leave the tree up for a while. And, you know, in our dining room, my brother brought my mother's buffet. She had a dining room buffet. And I don't think the table in our dining room is kind of an oak table, but I don't think that was my mother's. But he's got that buffet that belonged to my mother in our dining room. And I put some mirrors, just some little flat mirror, square shapes. And then my brother used to paint these Christmas villages, and we'd light them up. And I still love to put those up. And I just, you know, those are the last thing I take down. I may leave those up long after I leave the tree on, because it just warms up the room. It warms up the room. And it's still winter. It's more of a winter feel than a Christmas feel at that point. But I like that display. We have that going. Let's see. Lori is telling Bethy B that they need to make 4 Santa Claus pillows for her and Joe and Abby and Nora. Abby and Nora are Beth's dogs. Hallmark ornaments, Jane says. Yes, we have Hallmark ornaments. My brother has this whole set of Hallmark fishing ornaments. He likes them. Then I don't fight it. You know, at least I get a Christmas tree. Put a Santa wreath on the door. Put a Santa wreath on the door. On the outside or the inside? I don't think I'd put it on the outside, because I think my brother would, when he gets in the morning paper, would knock it off. A mini tree in the children's room. Oh, I was going to do that tonight. I forgot all about it. When I walked around, I tell you, when I went to Hobby Lobby, I'm going to do a squirrel here. I went to Hobby Lobby and I was looking at those smaller trees because I'd like to get one for the TV. Now, the smallest ones, which were really just a little branch sticking out of a, you know, a round sack. It's like a tree, little tree branch sticking up and decorated. They cost $5. I'm going, whoa. And then, you know, as they got larger, the cost went up to between $5 and $10 for the trees. And I just, you know, I just couldn't make myself buy one. And then I was, last week or the week before, we had that ice storm, and it knocked a lot of branches off the tree. And I was walking all around the yard, picking up branches. You know, it wasn't horrible, but we do have a stack of them out back now. And I wanted to, I was going to do it this afternoon, and I got all involved in setting up that hop. Wanted to go out and find a good branch and do a little Charlie Brown tree. Bring it in. That was what I was going to do tonight. I completely forgot about it. And I'm going to I'm going to find a branch. And then we got these black-eyed Susans that are all branchy out, and they got the little black-eyed Susan buds, you know, that they're pretty stable. I'm going to see if I can't combine those black-eyed Susan little branches with the tree branch and make a little, and it won't be a sad tree. It will be a tree that would probably, I was thinking I'd paint the tree branch with white craft paint, you know, decorate it up, paint it with, you know, like something you'd buy at Hobby Lobby, country chic, and make little decorations for it. It's going to do it tonight. Completely forgot about it. Mini Christmas tree, whoever mentioned that one. I'm going to have to remember to do that. Tomorrow is Saturday. I might get out there tomorrow and find, you know, at least bring the stuff in. All right. Jersey says they always have mums in the fall. Oh, you guys are just you're just leading me down these paths. That's the other thing I wanted to do this fall was my brother had mums all around the west side of the house and they all died out. They're 20-year-old plants. So, plant doesn't last forever. And I was trying to get him this year to plant new ones and he wouldn't do it because they're $5 or $6 a plant. And I want to plant mums on the west side of the house. Or when we tore down that garage, he dug up some of the lily plants and I tried to plant them, but I'm not sure they're going to come up where those mums were. And he's not sure either. If they come up, it'll be a miracle. All right, talking about mums in the fall. So I'm going to put fall mums because that's kind of a fall tradition. I love the fall mums. 42. Jersey, I bet I'd love your farm. Donna says, Granny said our tree had to be done before the new year came around. And then on New Year's, we had to eat black-eyed peas for good luck. Yes, black-eyed peas on New Year's for good luck. That is a tradition on New Year's. Now, I don't think we did that in our family, but I know when I went for that, when I was invited to my cousins out in Colorado for a Colorado Christmas in 2000 and between 2000 and 2001, we all went out for a dinner New Year's Eve and we had black-eyed peas for good luck. So that was a tradition for them. That's just like it happened last night and it's been 20 years ago. Wow. Some believe it's bad luck to have the tree still up in the new year, still to this day. Well, I don't. I think, I don't think it's bad luck to have your tree still up. Some people keep their tree up and then decorate it for Valentine and Easter, especially if you have smaller kids in the family. They make a little Valentine tree. Or they'll make a Easter tree. Some people that are in home decor, when spring comes around, they put floral, country chic, chic, country chic tree. So, but I do try to take the tree down. The first 6 days of Christmas are the last 6 the last 6 days of Christmas are the first 6 days in January. So I usually take my tree down on January 6th, or at least start taking it down. All right. Hang a Secret Santa on the door if you don't have a chimney. So hang a Santa on the door. Hang a Secret Santa on door. If no chimney. I'm chuckling because the kids go, how's Santa going to get here? Yes, let's see. Janice says, turkey hash, now chicken after Thanksgiving. Turkey / chicken. That means or chicken hash. After Thanksgiving. Yeah, got to leave those Thanksgiving leftovers. I like leftover dressing. You can forget the meat. I don't care for the meat at all. But I do like the dressing. And I'll eat the gravy, even if it's flavored with like beef bouillon or something like that. But I could just have dressing and vegetables and I'd be happy for Thanksgiving. My mom or grandmother comes over Christmas morning to visit and have breakfast. So Christmas morning breakfast with the family. Aww. And that's special. 46. We're on 46. Jenna says, red beans and rice jambalaya. First meal of New Year for prosperity. All right, red beans. I like red beans and rice. And she's calling that, I've never called it jambalaya, but jambalaya. B-A-L-A-Y-A. First full meal of New Year. I don't think I've ever really thought about our first meal in the New Year. For prosperity. Prosperity in the New Year. In next year. I know I'm way behind you guys, but I'm just reading them through. My aunt would make pies and Christmas cookies. Pies and Christmas cookies. Gotta have all that food. I was thinking I'd try to make another pecan pie. I'm gonna make sugar cookies for sure. I made a pecan pie the first year I came back here. The pecan filling was really good, or pecan filling was really good, but boy, that pie crust was a disaster. It was a disaster. If I make it this year, I'm going to be sure that the pie crust cuts is not a brick. I goofed on it. I won't even talk about that. It was just bad. We make stockings with each other's names on them. Stockings with each other's names on them. Oh, I'm going to have to go to another page. These are just good old Christmas memories. Sometimes it's a little nostalgic to go through these, but other times they're just good memories. They just, it's good to think about all these things rather than sit and feel sorry for ourselves because we can't go outside. Who wants to go out at 10 o'clock at night anyway? What time is it? 9:50. Photos with Santa. Yeah, photos with Santa. That's a tradition. I doubt if they'll be doing much of that this year. But it is a tradition. Boy, well, all right. I make my 4 daughters and family an advent calendar. So make advent calendar. I think it was in Dollar Tree. Or was it Hobby Lobby? I think it was, I don't remember, it was Hobby Lobby or Dollar Tree, where they had this little advent calendar kit. Cute little houses that you'd put together. Reminded me of those little houses that Tim Holtz has a die cut out now, where you can cut little houses and make a little Christmas village. I might invest in that die cut. He also has a wooden ruler that he was showing it in part 1 of his Christmas videos. I think he's going to have a live stream on Facebook tomorrow. I think I just saw a tweet. I don't generally go to his Facebook streams, but he puts them up on YouTube and I watch the replay. But on part 1, he was showing how to ombre the little bush trees. And he had lined them up on a wooden ruler, and I really liked that. And I have a wooden ruler, but I could find brush trees. I could find the brush trees at Hobby Lobby, but they were all green already, like green plastic, and those aren't really a brush tree. I couldn't find what I want. I'd have to order them. So I'm thinking maybe something else lined up on that ruler would be fun, and those little houses would be the thing. All right, 51. Mary's got off track again. Photos with Santa, and now I'm sidetracked by some found quilt blocks. It says finding quilt blocks. Red beans and rice. I guess we don't have jambalaya up here. Lordy. That's one thing that Jersey does that you can't say you copied me. Oh, Holly. Holly said goodnight, but she thanked me for the Happy Mail. Holly, in the past, has gifted me Super Chat. So I sent her a fox and a hummingbird. Now, some of you have gifted me Super Chat in the past, and I ran out of hummingbirds and foxes. So when I get my squirrel and whatever I do in December printed, I'm going to have some more hummingbirds and foxes printed. So if you sent me a Super Chat sometime in the last year and you haven't got a print from me yet, you'll get it eventually because I just ran out of them. Those prints cost me $1 a piece, and I had 30 of them, and I ran out. So I thought that was a little expensive for a print that I could do at the library, probably just as nice for 10 cents. If I got a different paper, I don't want it on copy paper, but you can get a nicer paper, a stronger paper, and put through those copy machines. Or I'm going to contact the printer down here and see if he can't do them for me a little cheaper. Gosh, a photograph only costs 30 cents. But I paid for them. So that's why some of you who contributed to my Super Chat haven't got your prints yet. Just explaining myself. You're welcome, Holly. She said goodnight. I don't know if she hears me. Watch Christmas Carol with Alistair Sims while wrapping up last-minute gifts. Okay, watch Christmas Carol. While wrapping last-minute gifts. That's a tradition. And if you have to wrap those last-minute gifts, you might as well enjoy it by watching a Christmas movie. Hosting a Christmas ornament challenge. Okay, Christmas ornament challenge. On my channel, Loretta says. The prices, oh, she says that that's what she's doing on her channel now. Loretta Rogers. Would one of the mods, I know I'm way behind, but would one of the mods drop a link to Loretta Rogers' channel? And if you can find, if she's got a video with the Christmas ornament challenge, would you drop a link to it? The price is a Misty stamping tool. Deborah's here. Janet says, watch The Bishop's Wife, the old one, Cary Grant. What? I'm not sure. I guess I have some Christmas movies I haven't watched. Watch The Bishop's Wife. Christmas movie. That's another one I haven't seen. Probably because I haven't run across it. Because that sounds like one I'd enjoy. 35. They're saying goodnight to Holly. Thank you, Jersey. Donna says, the last jambalaya I have here in Tennessee sucked. I guess I'll have to make some. Janice says you should try it, Lori. I used chicken ham, kielbasa. I tried shrimp and I didn't like it. We'll look up Janice. Hello, Holly. Let's see. Been watching Christmas movies for a month and a half. I've been watching Christmas movies too, Angie. Puts me in the mood. Homemade eggnog. Homemade eggnog. I'm not sure we really drink eggnog here. I like cranberry juice. I don't drink a lot of juice per se. I drink a lot of coffee and tea, but most juices have a lot of sugar in them. But I like on the holidays, I like white grape juice and I like red cranberry juice. Not the, together, but at different times. I might get some of that. And I like to buy the good stuff. I don't like store brand stuff. I buy the good stuff. I think in quotes think it's good. I used to do that a lot. Put some Gator in it, Donna says. I think she's talking about Gatorade. Let's see. Or Gator. Are you talking about the jambalaya or the juice? Let's see. Mina says, add one new piece to the nativity set every year. Oh, add a new piece to the nativity set each year. That's a good tradition. Sheep, animals, shepherds, and a Bethlehem village. Oh, that's cool, Mina. Jenna says, yes, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. It's hilarious. Threading popcorn for the tree. Popcorn strings for tree. Threading. Popcorn strings for tree. $37. I used to make oh, I can't even pronounce that, Janice. You're challenging me. Bûche de Noël, when the family got together, but we don't do that anymore. Is that one of those Christmas logs? Bûche de Noël, is that a Christmas log? Well, you bake a cake and you roll it up with the cream and frost it, and then it's a Christmas log, and you frost it and make it look like a tree log. Decorating gingerbread houses. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Let's see. I see if I can find a good recipe and post in Fibsville. It's a wonderful, hearty stew type dish. Oh, the bûche de Noël is a stew dish? Oh, okay. Advent calendar with toys and candy. Got that one, Beth. Let's see. We do make sugar-coated ones, Jersey, every year. Sugar-coated ones. Oh, the sugar cookies? See, I'm way behind. Jersey says, Lori says Jersey spoiled her with the napkins. Aww. Aww, that's cool. Donna says, I make dipped peanut butter balls and sausage balls. Dipped peanut butter and sausage balls. Now we're getting into the food. And sausage balls. My mother would always buy, when we were kids, you have to understand, we didn't have a lot of money, but my brother and I loved those Brock's chocolate stars, your Brock candy. My mother would buy a bag of it. And of course, when we were kids, that was good stuff, chocolate. And so my mother would divide out 10 pieces of chocolate star for you and 10 pieces of chocolate star for you. And then, we would be very selective about when we ate that chocolate star, because if one finished eating all their chocolate stars, then they were out and we didn't get any more. And I usually gobbled mine down. My younger brother, he was not my older brother. My younger brother, he was very, just think of it. That was he saved it just like he does his money. Mary goes and spends her money on Crayolas and sparkle paints, and he would put his money in a dime bank. And still for this day, that's probably how it happens. I like my sparkle paints. What can I say? I like the glittery gold. All right, 39. We're talking about, oh, you mean a recipe for jambalaya. Okay. Gingerbread houses at my grandmother's. Finally got there. Go there, Montana. Let's see. Do, 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 do. I'm just looking through here, trying to catch up with you guys. I got caught up on Lizzie. Awesome videos. She's doing a crazy quilt. Ooh, cool. Jenna says, our fruit cake is an old family recipe from Scotland relatives. Dark cake, candied fruit, and booze. Ooh, sounds good. See, there are some fruit cakes I like. Gail says, Malia, we have a feast of 7 fishes on Christmas Eve. Feast of 7 fishes on Christmas Eve. That's just a mark. I thought it was a bug, but it's just a mark. Is that like fish on Christmas Eve? Feast of 7 fishes, where the miracle of the fishes and the loaves. 5 loaves of bread and 7 fishes. Lori says she loves when Lizzie reads from her books in her latest videos. Kids make Christmas. Yes, they do. Kids make Christmas. But remember, even though kids make Christmas, just because you're not a kid, you can be a kid at heart. Don't think that Christmas is not for you too, because it is. Christmas is a time to, well, depending on your faith and where you are in your life journey and everything. But Christmas is a time for everybody to enjoy, no matter what age you are. Oh, just a minute. I stepped on something. All right. We're on, wait a minute. Did I number wrong? 32, 48, 49, 50. I went from 50. Oh, I changed my 5 to a 3 here. 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. I was beginning to see 30s all over the place here. All right, we're on 61. Montana, did you ever read The Alchemist? Great book. Wow. Hi, there's Crafty Chat Jude. Hi, Jude. Welcome, welcome. Barbecue lunch only because it's summer here. We still do the traditional Christmas dinner at night. So barbecue lunch. You see, you're in New Zealand, aren't you? I'm going to put New Zealand because they have summer. See, just because we think of Christmas over here in the States as snow and ice and Santa Claus and, you know, but over New Zealand, it's summer. New Zealand summer, but they have a Christmas dinner at night. You know, it'd be fun to kind of reverse that sometime. We could not reverse the weather, but do our Christmas do our Christmas on July 25th and go swimming and then on July 4th, instead of swimming and shooting off fireworks and having a Christmas party, having a New Year's fireworks, decorate a Christmas tree, do the 12 days of Christmas in July. Oh yeah, that would mess me up good. Hi Jude, welcome. Glad to have you join us. Janice says, go to McDonald's for Christmas dinner every year, usually because all morning is sweets and coffee, and we just want to eat and take a nap in the morning with family. So I'm going to put eat out in evening. So after your Christmas, after you have all your Christmas morning, you know, all of that, you go out and enjoy your. And some people have Christmas dinner in the restaurant if they can find a restaurant that's open. I know we did that one couple Thanksgiving with my mother. You know, we just didn't want her to have the burden of cooking a turkey, and so we just took her out to a local restaurant here. Those were the days. Sharon says, we have a new tradition for 2 years. We've left our Christmas tree up. It resides in the spare bedroom until we bring it out. Okay, Christmas tree and spare bedroom. Tree up in spare room until next year. Boy, that sounds tempting. I don't think I could convince my brother to take those decorations upstairs on the tree. I know there's no room for it down here. He'd say, put it in your room. I'm going, there's no space in here for a tree. You mean solar lights? Yeah, Allie K. But solar lights that are on a string that I could wrap around a deer frame, the frame of a wire deer. That's what I'm talking about. And I was looking at them in Walmart. I was looking at the lights. I know the indoor, outdoor. I can read that on the box. But I couldn't find any that were in a string that did not look like they were electric. I don't want an electric light. I want one that a solar string of lights that I can wrap around a deer that's meant as a lawn ornament. It's got lights on it, but I think they're electric, and that thing has not been lit for years, and I wouldn't trust it. It's been outside in the rain, and I want to take all those lights off because I don't trust it to be safe. Let's see. Jersey says, I understand, Mary. I'm always after Romeo about which things around here his nieces would want as they get older. Oh, and now Jane is talking about the night sky, but no towns on the horizon. They have wide open spaces in Canada. Yeah, I'll bet you do. I can imagine. You're probably, I don't know where you are from me, but Canada's north of us. We have a lot of, you go out in the country here, sometimes, even in the daytime, not too far from here, I can drive my car. I should put my camera on my dashboard and take you guys out here. Out in Nebraska, you feel like you're on the prairie. Now, around here, they do a lot of farming, so you got all the farm crops, and not as much. But if you go up in northern Nebraska, when you get to where all the cattle ranches are and everything, you take some of those country highways and you feel like you could just as well be in a covered wagon going across some of those roads. I mean, because you look out and you see all the and I have never driven one at night, but I can imagine. You can just use your imagination a little and feel like you're in a covered wagon on the Oregon Trail almost. And when I was driving home from when I went shopping the other day, I was telling the gals that I drove home when it was dark, but I also watched the sunset. And being here in this little town, even, we don't get to enjoy the sunsets every day. But boy, let me tell you, that sunset, I almost had to stop my car and watch it. It was just gorgeous. It was the prettiest sunset I've ever seen. I watched the highway because I was driving on a pretty busy highway. I had to keep my eye on the road. But every 3 minutes, every chance I could, I glanced over to watch that sunset. It was just the most beautiful sunset ever. And that's how it is on cold winter nights after it snowed And if you go out where you can see all around you, and you look up at this, it's a clear night, so you can see all those stars. Just takes my breath away. All right, I'm off on a track again. Build snowmen. Build snowmen is a tradition. And I have a feeling we're going to get snow this year. We haven't had a lot of snow here lately, but I just have a feeling that we're going to have snow. Janice says she loves the silence when it's snowing. Loves the silence. Yes. Loves the silence of a snow day. Yeah, the whole world just quiets down, doesn't it? Janice, it doesn't take long to get out of our day. Let's see. Angie says, I think this year I'm going to put up a flower pot and put a face mask on it and put the gifts around it saying, here's your tree. Yeah. Janet says, I can always tell when it is snowed. The traffic is quiet. Yeah. Jersey says, same. There's Teresa Little Spitfire. She says, my birthday is January 3rd. Oh, Teresa C. Teresa C has a January 3rd birthday. That's my nephew's birthday. I'm dotting it down. It's probably in Phibbsville, but... So you get a break in the new year with a new year in your own life, Teresa. Sue says, I'm back. The neighbor was checking on me. Well, that's good. Welcome back, Suze. My great-nephew's birthday is January the 5th, Andy says. They're saying hello to Suze. Gail says, I have 3 grandchildren. One has a birthday on Christmas Eve. Another one has a birthday on Christmas Day. I'm going to put Christmas birthdays. Christmas birthdays make it crazy. Christmas birthdays. And I mean of family. Christmas birthdays in the family, I'll put. Miss Berry says, I keep going west celebrating the holidays from New York, New Year's Eve to 3 King Days, Chinese New Year's, 10 days long, Mardi Gras, Valentine's, my March birthday, St. Patrick's Day, and finally Easter. A lot of celebrating to get you through those cold winter months, Mary Berry. I buy a snow globe or a nutcracker for the hubster every year. Snow globe and nutcracker every year. And I'm just going to put for hubby, because that's what she does. We're on page 5. This is one of those nights I really don't feel like doing art. I just like to sit and chat with you guys or talk at you. You guys are way ahead of me, but I don't even mind that. This is just one of those nights I like to, because a lot of times what happens is I come here and do my art and I'm in my own world. And I like to have some nights where I do these live streams and I'm visiting with you rather than doing art, not than doing an art project. We are on number 60, let me look it up, 68. And snow globes, gumdrop tree. Ooh, a gumdrop tree. I'll bet you can make your own gumdrops. Cute idea. For Mardi Gras, I wear colored beads and do my nails and look for that special king cake. You can't find it in New York City. Oh, so Mardi Gras. I usually don't celebrate Mardi Gras, but it is actually a holiday that comes after, in February, after New Year's. Well, of course, you know, there's, in the United States, there's president birthdays and Martin Luther King Day, and Valentine Day, and Mardi Gras, and St. Patrick's Day, and then her birthday. uh, Mardi Gras colors are purple and green and gold. After Easter, 5 months of nothing. Oh, there's the 4th of July. And usually in the summer months, there's really, well, there's the 4th of July, there's Flag Day, and August there's my birthday. But the summer months are usually reserved for vacations, you know. It used to be when I was growing up, it was tradition to take 2 weeks of vacation in the summer for the families, and they'd go out to Yellowstone Park. We never went there, but it seemed to be a thing to do. So that's probably why there's not a lot of holidays in the summer. And then you start again with Labor Day. They're saying goodnight to Angie. Mistletoe, gotta have the mistletoe. That's a tradition. Jot it down here. If you can't find it, make it. Thank you, Jersey. She says she really enjoys the list. Mix leftover dressing and mashed potatoes together and slap it in the waffle maker. It's a great substitute for bread in a hot turkey sandwich. That does sound good. What was I reading about putting in the waffle maker? And I was telling my brother that it would be good. I can't remember. It wasn't dressing. But it's a great way to make a sandwich. And there was another thing. My brother bought some, you can buy corn dogs that are, they call them what? State Fair corn dogs. And they go off the fact if you go to the State Fair, you can get these corn dogs that are Frankfurters that are, you know, cooked in a pancake type thing and fried. And my brother, you can buy them in the freezer department. And my brother bought some, and I was thinking we could make those awfully easy, a lot cheaper. And I was thinking I'd like to try that. But I also wanted to try, to make some sweet potato fries. But every time I buy sweet potatoes, my brother bakes them before I get a chance to make the sweet potato fries. My brother likes baked sweet potatoes. All right, we're on number 70. Mix leftover dressing. Oh, I got that. Mary, number 43. Mary, 43 is hang a Secret Santa key on the door. Oh, I missed that. Let me look at number 43. Thank you, Beth. Hang a Secret Santa key. Hang a Secret Santa key on door, if no chimney. So you got a key. You got a key so Santa can unlock the door and come in rather than jump down the chimney. Okay, that sounds good. If you were a kid, I would believe that. Mom, get the key out. Make sure Santa can get in. Jersey says, well, Jane, that sounds awesome. Talking about the dressing waffle. Christmas pajamas. Christmas pajamas. And along with that, if you ever go to like Dollar Tree, and I know you all do, those silly Christmas socks. Now, I don't like to wear a lot of socks around the house because my feet get hot, but I do like them. I like to buy those dollar Christmas socks. I have one sitting in that Christmas bag that's over hanging on my bookcase. And I bought a new one. They're only $1, but Christmas socks. But my feet get hot in them. Um, my feet get hot pretty fast, so I don't wear a lot of socks. I'm ashamed to say I go barefooted in the house. I don't even wear house shoes. My feet get hot. My feet have to breathe, but I do wash my feet. All right, going on to 72. Advent calendar with chocolate. Advent calendar with chocolate. Just put with chocolate. I got an advent calendar that has chocolates in every box, Mary Berry says. Mina says, Gail, Christmas slippers for me. Jane says, my grandfather used to sit all the kids down on Christmas Eve and the dancing Santa would visit. It was a 6-foot tall Santa puppet that he somehow rigged up so that it would dash away in the end. Wow. I'm not even sure how to how to document that. That's a neat tradition, though. Dancing Santa. Dancing Santa. It was a puppet. I'll bet that was something to look forward to every year. And it would just dash away in the end. Me too, Jersey. She says, I try not to watch Tim Holtz lives because I can't trust myself that I won't order all his stuff. I don't order too much of Tim Holtz on. I did order some washi tape, and I bought some washi tape, I think, from Lori, Tim Holtz washi. But where I get hung up on buying Tim Holtz stuff is when I go to Hobby Lobby. I always check out the Tim Holtz aisle. I can't trust myself to walk down that aisle, Laura. But I am thinking about getting that little house. Now, don't anybody go buying it for me because I'm going to buy it for myself. I'll have 2 of them. Those little Christmas houses. They're little and they're just small. It's a little Christmas village, and you can put it together in different configurations to make different shaped houses. I think I would enjoy doing that. I don't know if I'll get it before Christmas of this year or not, though. 74. Oh, Jane said that the dancing Santa was rigged to a fishing rod. My brother would like that, Jane. Mary Berry says she likes watching Tim Holtz holiday presentation. Yes, I do too. I'm just going to watch YouTube holiday videos. And that includes Tim Holtz. I like to watch what Tim Holtz comes out with. Not just his holiday ones. You know, he usually does them right before each of the Chaw's or Crafters Market, the big Crafters Market every year. I like to see what he comes out with. All right, and that goes for everybody. I mean, not just Tim Holtz, but I tend to buy a lot of Tim Holtz stuff. The night before Christmas. Reading The Night Before Christmas, and all through the house. We got The Night Before Christmas, and our video hop is going to be the day after Christmas. All right, 76. We're going to stop at 100 if I'm still going here. Janice says, I read The Night Before Christmas. I read The Night Before Christmas if I don't touch the cartoon. Yes, Santa Claus. Yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus. There is a Santa Claus. There is, I tell you, there is. I'm not sure. I think my grandniece has figured it out now, but I'm not totally sure. She thinks her daddy is the little Monopoly man. Watch the Peanuts Christmas specials. Peanuts Christmas specials. They're going to be on. I saw an ad on YouTube. They're going to be on one of the channels. Peanut Christmas specials, with the little sad little Christmas tree and the great pumpkin holiday. We pick out which calendars we want for January 1. So pick out New Year's calendars. That's kind of a tradition, isn't it? I was looking at them the other day. I couldn't find one I liked. Usually Dollar Tree has some really nice arty ones, but there's cat and scenery and what else? I think there were some sports ones. Nothing arty for me. I was disappointed. But I'm sure there's some out there. 79. Listen to Christmas music and watch TV Yule log. Listen to Christmas music. I like to do that. And TV Yule log. Those TV Yule logs are fun, aren't they? If you don't have a fireplace. I like those. My brother just has an old TV, though. I'm not sure I can. We might be able to get it on just by turning to that channel. I'll have to see. On the Dish Network. Usually Christmas Eve is a day of work, work, work. So I drink Irish whiskey. When I'm done with everything, a little in quotes Irish whiskey. I don't really have any Irish whiskey, but I won't begrudge you, Janice. A little Irish whiskey after a work. How did she say? We work on Christmas Eve. Yeah, some people have it, the holidays for them are still work. I mean, some people don't get out of it. Just because it's a holiday. Sometimes you have to work on Christmas. It's required. Let's see. Loretta Rogers. Thank you, Lori. I've caught up to where Lori put the link to Loretta Rogers' channel. Loretta is going to have a Christmas exchange. I'm going to have to check that out after the stream. Oops. Yeah, I'm still on my list. Let's go to the videos. Loretta, I'm checking it out. Christmas in Love Art Shop, design team working with lights, shabby chic, in love with art. Oh, there it is. A challenge. It was 4 days ago. Loretta is going to have a challenge and a Misty giveaway. So you need to check out Loretta Rogers' challenge. You might win. Loretta sent me a really nice package of Happy Mail. I've been using out of it, Loretta. Let's see. Allie K says she goes barefoot in the house. Do not be ashamed. Thank you, Allie K. Yeah, I do put shoes on when I go outside. Even when I go, no matter if I'm just going around the yard, I put shoes on. It's dangerous not to. Mary Berry says, I have 2 Christmas shirts and assorted Christmas socks from my local Rite Aid store. Oh, yeah, we're talking about Christmas socks that we wear on Christmas. Are we going for 100? I'm going to stop at 100. I don't know if we'll make it there, but yeah, this might be a good place to stop because I think I'm getting down to the bottom. Original Fibs New Year's Eve stream. Yes, the Fibs, that's a good point. The Fibs New Year's Streamathon. Now, that became a tradition for me. Well, I think I participated in it the last 2 years, but I watched it before that. So I would say in the last maybe 5 years for me, but for the original gals who attended and streamed in that New Year's Streamathon, I think it goes back several years that they've been doing that. They used to do it on Ustream. Good point. Thank you for suggesting that. And I'm so proud of those gals because I was kind of worried that interest would decline in it because Jean wasn't putting it together. I wasn't sure that there was the interest in it, not just because of Jean, but sometimes when you get a new host doing stuff like that, it's a good time to opt out if you don't want to do it. But they all stepped up to the plate. There's one gal I can't contact. Miss Linux was going to do it, but she discovered she can't. I had given her a 6:30 evening here stream. Well, that would be late at night for her or later at night for her. And they're going to shoot off fireworks. And there was another one that was open, but that was even later. So I still have an open, but I'm still contacting some other people. So I have people that have contacted me that are in the wings that I'll probably fill that. But almost everybody of the original streamers, Paint Girly is going to stream. She's going to be one of the streamers that I filled in a gap. And then most of the streams are 2 hours long. So they'll be doing projects. It won't just be a hurry quick half-hour projects like our other streams are. They'll be doing whatever they're doing, and it's going to be open. There's no theme other than it's a New Year's Eve streamathon. That's the only theme. So whatever they want to do, they're going to do, but they'll have 2 hours to do it in, except for one time slot. The way it was arranged last year from the schedule that Jean gave to me, the gal before her and her that I can't locate. She's not streaming anymore. I can't get in contact with her. Jean has Messenger, but hasn't got a reply back when I talked to Jean. And I said, well, I'm just going to fill it with somebody else. But between her hours and Jean had 3 hours, that left 5 hours. Well, I split those 5 hours up into two hours. I think Pink Girly is taking one of them. And then I got the open one for the other one, and then I have just a 1 hour stream that I have to fill. Now that I'm not saying that I'm looking for people for that, because there are people that I've been putting on hold until I get in contact with all the people who streamed last year. And most of them have said yes, and I'm so proud of them that they stepped up to the plate. Because it just makes it that much easier for me. So I've got about 2, maybe 3 that I want to nail down yet, and we might go into Friday morning. I didn't stream this morning, but I am known to stream on Friday mornings, and I've asked a couple of people if they would like to stream on a Friday morning. And they have said yes. So we might go into Friday morning. Now, I don't know if Scrap Chick or if Barb Owen are going to stream on those days. I'll contact them and see what their plans are. I do not, if they're streaming on New Year's Day, I don't want to schedule our time while they're streaming because that's their traditional time. So I'm still working it out. I hope to have the schedule all nailed down and ready to publish the last week in November, by December 1st. So that'll give you guys time to, and Jean Homeschool Mama 4 has said she will publish it on her blog. So it'll be on her blog, it'll be on my community tab, and it will be in Fibsville Friends. And if somebody else wants to, after I get it all nailed down and published, if they want to put it out there, on another blog or someplace. I hate to have it scattered around too much because if there's a change in it, then we have to go and change all the pieces. But anyway, I think we're going to stop. Let's see, 6 hours of a lovely Christmas fireplace. I'm just going to put lovely, and we're going to stop after this. Lovely, after 82. Lovely Christmas fireplace. Yes. Absolutely. That's plenty on our list. 82. That's not just a little 10 number list. When we do lists up good here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages. Yeah. I'll put this in my journal. And we are going to do a video hop, a standalone video hop that will have, it won't be live streams. And we're going to set it up for the day after Christmas. So, and it will be something you can go watch after it goes live. You can go watch it at your leisure. And like I said, we have a very nice participation so far. Interest in it. And I'm going to try to get that all set up this weekend as far as getting people invited to the list. Aunt Beck dropped a link to what, Aunt Beck? Let's see, what are you talking about? Here's, oh, there it is. A lovely 6-hour Christmas fireplace. That was what the link is to. Thank you, Becky. Christmas used to be hardest days at work. Not anymore, Miss Mary Berry says. Yeah, a lot has changed. And that's one reason why we're doing these video hops after, like, I'm calling this one the day after Christmas, the video hop. And this isn't anything. You can watch these videos at your leisure. It isn't like if you don't come into the stream, you'll miss out. It's not like that. It's a video, a standalone video hop that you can watch. I'm encouraging them not to make the videos too long for this one so that, you can watch a 10-minute video or a 15-minute video or something short and then, come back and catch another one later. Aunt Beck said, here's one that I have live right now with music. Save it for later. Let me go get that link, Aunt Beck. Let me get, what happened there? I went into somebody else's stream. Hold it. Let me get out of that. Whose stream did I go in? Was that Loretta's? Now it's time to refresh anyway. Do, 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 do. And that was right down at the bottom here. Let me go to that one. Ah, look at that burning fireplace. This is like my candle burning here. We got a fireplace and a candle. The other Hannah. Wait a minute. Let's see what's going on. Let me go back to my channel. So welcome to everybody who's come in. I think what I will do, let me turn on live chat. Allie K says, I like that one, Beck, the one with the music. I saved it for later. Mary is a producer now. I seem to enjoy putting together these hops, but I've said it in a couple of the groups, and I mean it, I want to say it for you guys too. It is, it's just me putting it together, but it's you guys, the gals who stream and the gals who will be doing these videos, and it's you who come and watch who deserve all the thanks, because it's you guys who make this fun. I'm just the one who's trying to get it organized, get it out there. And I appreciate all the thank yous, but it's not just I have to jump off my pedestal because it's not me. If I were doing it with just me, you guys would be bored to death. So, I really think that a lot of the things, and when you watch the live streams, and I sound preachy about it, but be sure to give those gals a thumbs up. Chat in the streams. I mean, you don't make up things to say just to say it, but the more chat you do, the thumbs up, the more you encourage people, and even leave comments on the videos. YouTube catches all that. That's because you're saying this is something that we enjoy watching, and YouTube catches that, and that's how they promote videos. So, you know, it, it it's a lot of work for not me. It's a lot of work for the gals that are doing the live streams and the videos, and it's a lot of credit goes to you guys who come and encourage us and make us want to do it. I enjoy the streams. I enjoy the streams because I love, I don't get out there to chat as much as I would like to. Like, I'm always missing Beth Schuler's, and I hate that I miss them. But, sometimes I got to miss them. I missed Barb Owen today. I've been missing Dee Dee. I missed Becky the other night just because I was still driving home in the dark. So, but when I get the opportunity to attend the chats, I really do enjoy them. So, well, I'm a learning organizer. I've learned a lot. Thank you, Mary Berry. I've learned a lot organizing these. And I think the biggest thing that I've learned is not to jump to conclusions. Like May, crafting on a budget. She had to back out of the hop just because, they're moving, and she's getting all this stuff organized and packed, and I don't know how big of a family she has or anything, but I know how hard it is to move just one person, and you've got to give people the benefit of the doubt, and sometimes Mary wants to jump to conclusions and think, oh, she just doesn't like me, or if somebody just all of a sudden stops chatting in our hop groups, you wonder, did I offend them? But it may not be the case at all. We had a case here just this week where, well, I think it was another moving thing, but she just disappeared and wasn't answering my PMs and wasn't talking in the group. And finally today, I was going, oh no, what happened? Well, she couldn't. She didn't have internet connectivity. So that's one thing that I personally learned, that I tend to jump to the wrong conclusion too fast. And I'm learning to give that other person the benefit of the doubt. Sometimes it's hard because, well, I'm just human, I make mistakes. I think I need a double cup of tea at that. Yeah, we're all human, aren't we? I do enjoy the streams. I enjoy talking to you. I love these nights where I just sit and talk to you rather than do my art. However, I think I will do some art. And I think I'm going to practice on Norma's cat again. Let's practice the cat, which means that I'll probably ask my mods to make you all be good. I think Becky had some trolls in her stream the other. I wasn't there, so I couldn't see what happened. But the mods hit him with the wrench, I think. So I think I'm going to get out those same, what did I do with them? Watercolors. And I take them across the room. Where did I put them? Let me go across the room and get them. I got clean water tonight, so I'm not too worried about clean water. And I think I just want to do a fast sketch of that cat. Now I'll find out where I put my watercolors. See, this is the thing. I do this and then I set it in a safe place. And then I lose track of my safe place. However, I did get those watercolors at Hobby Lobby. Let me get out my Hobby Lobby sack. Where did that go? Is this it? Yeah. Let's play with these new watercolor set that I got at Hobby Lobby. Hopefully I put it back in the sack. I did. Let's play with these. And instead of sketching the cat with a pen, I'm going to sketch it with the watercolor. And I won't get those hard lines. I think that's part of my issue with these cats. I'm going to take the cord off of this. It gets in my way. I draw these cats. Well, I didn't on this one. But I draw these cats with the ink pen first. And I like to draw with ink, but I get those hard lines. And you can't erase them. You know, once you draw with an ink pen, well, I usually come in and correct all that with more painting. But with a sketch like this, I just flip to the next page. But on this, I got these. This is what I treated me with when I went to Hobby Lobby, because I didn't find a lot that I really wanted. But these Prima watercolors, this is the Odyssey set. And it's got a lot of different values. It doesn't have the white. So I might just use some white paint when I get to doing the white on the cat. Let me get it out here. I don't know what I did with my other watercolors. I set them aside so that they dry. I didn't want to put the lid on them. Now I don't know where I set them. It's horrible. I'm still not organized in here yet. I'm just looking behind me to see if I can find them. I can't put my eyes on them, so I'm just going to move on with these. I have to tell you, sometimes I just walk out of the room and that's it. Oh, I have to open all of these. Well, I think I will. I can't just jump in and watercolor. That's the thing. I got to swatch. I gotta swatch. I might not swatch tonight because I want to watercolor. But I have to take the wrappers off. And I'll try to keep them in the same. I'll try to keep them in the same order. Come on. I wasn't really, I was so involved in working on that video hop this afternoon, I didn't really plan tonight. Okay, this is, what are they calling this? She's calling this Rome. Yeah, Rome. Looks like a brownish color. Let's do this one too. I think I need to move these. Hold it here. I need to move these back a little. Okay, Rome goes here. I would swatch, but I'll swatch them later. This is Tokyo. Rome and Tokyo. We got international cities going here. Tokyo is another brownish color. I have to save my little. And Amsterdam, I think, is a blue color. Blue or purple. I'll find out when I use it. Come on, Mary. Amsterdam. Should I zoom in a little so you guys can see these better? Let me stand up. I always feel like I'm so far away for you guys. Let me zoom in just a little. I want to do some art tonight. I like that Prima complexion watercolor set. I like that one a lot. I'm throwing the cellophanes away. This is Maui. Hawaii Maui. So more of an orangey, yellow ochre orangey. Let's see. That has a, what that is. Jordan. Is that another brownish color? Looks like it's another brownish. There's a lot of brownish in this. More of a light tannish brown. One's an orangey brown and a brown, and this is more of a tannish brown. Or is this blue? No, it looks like a gray brown. The wrapper is tan. This looks a little darker than the wrapper. Jordan. Looks like I can take it like this. Oh, they have on the cellophanes, they have that little white, not on, just on a couple of them, they have that little white label. Huh. Wasn't on those others. Or I didn't see them. That's interesting. All right. I'm getting there. This one is Cusco. Cusco? Where is that? In the Orient? Cusco? Sounds like it might be in Pakistan or... Looks like another tan, but let's see what it is. We'll see what how that paints out. That doesn't have one of those labels. Okay, that's the first row. And I'll put those wrappers according to Tokyo, Rome, Amsterdam, Maui, Jordan, and Cusco. Cusco. Let me lock them in there. I have some, I just haven't finished swatching them. Some Artesia watercolors. I'll turn it around this way. What you do is you bend these little wire or metal holders back to get the pan out. But I'm swatching. I got a big set of those Artesias, and I need to finish swatching them. But it's a lot of work to take them out and swatch them and document them. And I got a lot of work going. Now there is a, this is this Dubai? There is a white, sort of a white. Oh, it's Calgary. Let's see what color this is. It's probably a cream color. Let's see what color Calgary is. Calgary's over here. Right there. It's upside down. Yes, there is a white. Yay! I always have to have a white. Not so much that I want a white color, but I like to use it to change the value. Like if I want a sky blue, I'll add white to a darker blue and make a sky blue sometimes. Or if I want a hint of a cloud in there. And I know you can use the paper, and that's what traditional watercolors do. If they want clouds, they won't use a white for paint a cloud. Well, they might put some tonal values in there, but they'll use the white of the paper. But I don't know. I kind of like a white. And this is, I'm going to have to turn it around to read them. This is Budapest. Well, let's see. If I turn this way, though. Yeah, Budapest. Okay. Budapest. That's what color this is. Budapest is, looks like a purple. Might be a black. Hard to tell till I swatch it out. Looks like a Payne's gray type color, but it might be purple. Inca, I-N-C-A. And I have to tell you, I'm not one for swatching. Even after I swatch, well, you can kind of swatch and get an idea what color it is. But usually while I'm working, I usually go by sight. Like, oh, I want a little bit of that yellow, or I want a little bit, oh, that looks like red. And sometimes I get fooled, and my black is not really black, it's dark blue. You know, but I don't follow, what do you want to say? I don't follow the swatches too much. This is London. This is a dark blue. It's kind of nice to know what colors they are initially, but when I'm painting, I don't stop and say, okay, I want Jamaica now. I don't do that. I say, oh, that's a nice green. Let's try it and see how that works. That's usually how I work. And I guess that's more intuitive. I'm not sure I would call it the formal definition of intuitive painting, but I think it is kind of more intuitive than sitting there. And in other words, I don't mind map as I work. I don't sit there and detail it all out. I do like to mind map, though, but not while I'm painting. That looks like a darker green. One more, Dubai. Dubai, D-E-U-B-A-I. That's in the east. Is it the Near East or the Far East? Over there on the other side of Pakistan, and then up in there. We had oil fields over there. It's not coming out. Come on. Dubai. I think they're their own little government in there. Their own little country. They're so rich. All those oil fields made them rich. All right, that was the last one. Yay. All righty. Let's pull her off. Come on. And you'd be surprised how long these watercolor, well, of course, I don't watercolor every day like some watercolor artists do, watercolor every day. But for me, it seems like my watercolors, I still have the first set of water. Of course, I've refilled some of the pans. But when I first started urban sketching, I still have that little set of watercolors that I was using when I first, and that was what, in 2000 and what, 14 when I first started urban sketching. I don't think it was 13. It might have been 2013 when I first started urban sketching. I'd have to see. Up in Madison. I still have the little Winsor Newton set. And some of the colors are originals, but some I've refilled the pans. All right. Yakety yak, Mary. Let's get rid of all the cellophanes, because they're driving me nuts over here. Throw those away. These I'm saving. What was that? Oh, that was just a, what's this? I got some, no, yeah, scrappy from this morning, or the other morning. These I'm saving. And they each have a number, too. That's interesting. Now watch me lose some of them. Put them in a safe place, but the last safe place, I don't know where I put my last safe place. I'm going to put a bobby pin on these. That'll keep them. Bobby pins will keep them. Get them out of my way here. The little labels until I get ready to swatch. Let's put a bobby pin on them. That's Mary's answer to a lot of this stuff. The bobby pins. Would it make you nervous if you went to a beautician and she didn't know which side the bobby pin went in? Yeah, I can't get it off the package. There it goes. Wait, you don't handle those much, do you? No, they're raw bobby pins. Now, I'll put them like this. There. Now, I'm going to put those here in my drawer. There's this room for it right up on the left side. All right. So, let's do a little swatching over here just to see what colors are what. And I'm not going to name them as I go. I could. This is the Calgary one here. Calgary is white. It goes like that. All right. Get rid of my scissors. Let's get these are my bigger paint brushes that I was using for crafty stuff. I don't need these. Let's get out some watercolors. Watercolory ones. This one and that one. And this I use for craft, but I might use it here. And I'm looking for some little ones here. This one and then some fine ones. Some tiny ones. My tiny ones I'm going to get, I forgot when I went to Dollar Tree the other day that I wanted a little round. And I might just, there's the liner. I might just go get a jelly jar. I have a new jelly jar. That should be enough, don't you think? Wait, there's another little one here. No, that's a crafty one. All right, I think that's enough. Let me put these away, the big ones. I need to separate my little brushes from the big brushes. They get lost. I put the big brushes back in and the little brushes get lost in them. All right. So what I'm going to do, let's see here what you guys are seeing. Good night, Jane. Have a good evening. I'm going to go out and go to my drive and find the kitty cat of Norma's cat and see if I can improve. The more you practice, the better you get. Mary says, cats. And we are working on Jasmine. And here is Jasmine right here. It's a beautiful cat. I haven't quite captured her yet. She's very, I see her as being very royal. That's a pretty close-up one of her. I see her as being royal. You know, let me get this out here and put it here. But before I work on her, I'll move before I work on her, let's see what I have here. Let's put some clean water in here. And let me get out some water out of my well, that isn't pristine clean in there, but it's good enough. Well, no, it's not. It's floating around in there. Let me wipe that out. Ew! Had a spot in there that I didn't like. All right, so let's just put some water in here. Let's squirt in it and just pour it. There we go. That's my clean water. It won't stay clean forever, but... And I'm just going to take my brush and lightly go over. I'm going to move Jasmine for a minute. I'm going to take my brush here and just lightly go over each one of these. I know that's a white. This is Calgary. And I'm just going to put it here. That won't even show up for you. And I need a paper towel. I don't get my paper too close to my candle. Mary, don't knock that candle over the cliff. Oh, I'll try not to. What did I do with it? Was this the brush? Which brush was I using? This one. Now, I used to, when I went out urban sketching, and I think I have a video of it, I used to take my towel and wrap it around my wrist like this. When I went out urban sketching, I would do this. I'd wrap it around my towel like this, and when I'd go out urban sketching, I'd have, I'd wipe my brushes off on my wrist. Well, and I caught that at watching some real painters work in Wisconsin. But when Kathy Arbor was talking about her wristbands, she talked about doing one like that when you're painting. And you want to, just say I got this on some color in there and I didn't want any more. You just kind of, wipe it off on your wrist. Your wrist is right there. But I kind of got out of the habit of doing that. And when I watercolor, when I go out urban sketching, which I haven't done for a while, I'll take another sheet of watercolor paper and say I'm working in my journal, and I'll have that other sheet of watercolor paper, just like I do when I melt crayons.